pedestrian bridge.
We will then have the national anthem and the Atkins alma mater to be performed by the Atkins High School Band.
Let's pray. Father in heaven, so thankful for this day, thankful for this beautiful weather. Pray for safety for our players, and pray for safety as we go home. Pray for good sportsmanship for each player, and we ask it all in your Son's name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
She is a member of Future Business Leaders of America and the Senior Beta. She is a member of the Lady Red Devil basketball team and AHS track team. She attends Atkins First Baptist Church. She is being escorted by her father. Sophomore maid, Marley Taylor. Entering from the north end zone, junior maid, Posey Farron. Posey is the daughter of John and Lori Farron. She is a member of Future Business Leaders of America, the Senior Beta, and the Junior Red Devil Foundation. She is a member of the Lady Red Devil volleyball and basketball teams and is a majorette in the AHS band. She attends St. John's Catholic Church. She is being escorted by her father. Junior maid, Posey Farron. Entering from the south end zone, junior maid, Brooklyn Wilcutt. Brooklyn is the daughter of Josh Wilcutt and Jennifer and Spencer Taylor. She is a member of the Future Business Leaders of America, Senior Beta, and Teams for Christ. She is a member of the Lady Red Devil softball and basketball teams, the AHS track and golf teams, and is a majorette in the AHS band. She attends Scottsville Word of Life Assembly God Church. She is being escorted by her father. Junior maid, Brooklyn Wilcutt. Entering from the north end zone, senior maid, McKinley Kaufman. McKinley is the daughter of Mark and Stacy Kaufman. She is a member of Future Business Leaders of America, Senior Beta, the Junior Red Devil Foundation, and as the senior class treasurer. She is a member of the Lady Red Devil volleyball, basketball, and softball teams. She is a water girl for the Red Devil football team and a member of the Red Devil Media Productions. She attends Union Grove Free Will Baptist Church. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Central Arkansas to become an occupational therapist. She is being escorted by her father. Senior maid, McKinley Kaufman. Entering from the south end zone, senior maid, Avery Potter. Avery is the daughter of Amanda Stubbs and Alan Stubbs. She is a member of the Science Club and is the student council representative of the senior class. She is a member of the Lady Red Devil volleyball team and AHS cheer team. She attends Atkins First Baptist Church. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Arkansas at Fort Smith to become a dental hygienist. She is being escorted by her stepfather. Senior maid, Avery Potter. And now entering from the east end of the field on the 50-yard line, please stand for your 2024 homecoming queen, Carly Wheelis. Carly is the daughter of Leon and Tracy Wheelis. She is a member of Senior Beta, Future Business Leaders of America, and Teams for Christ. She is a member of the Lady Red Devil volleyball team, AHS cheer team, and AHS track, and is also a member of the Arkansas Twisters All-Star cheer team. She is a member of the AHS band, where she plays the flute and the piccolo, and is a majorette. She attends Ada Bell's Chapel Assembly of God. After high school, she plans to cheer at Arkansas Tech University and study health and exercise science. Homecoming Queen, Carly Wheelis. The coronation ceremony will be completed by 2023 Homecoming Queen, Jaylee Lackey. Carly will be escorted off the field by her father. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the 2024 Atkins High School Homecoming Royalty.
All right, we are here with head coach Austin Dobbs. Coach Dobbs, great win, 42-0 over Mountain View on Friday night. Got to be pleased with the way your team played.
Yes, I felt that was probably our most complete game we played all year. Really from the first kickoff, I felt like we traveled well, we brought the intensity, and we did our job. So very proud of our kids, and Mountain View had some pieces there. They're not a bad football team.
Right.
We played well. So.
Well, and we were talking about this, in the booth also. Eliminate the penalties, eliminate the turnovers, and you just really took care of business and dominated from like I said, over the kickoff to the end of the game.
Yep.
There's never a doubt.
Yep. And I think that's the biggest thing, is taking care of the football. And then, like you said, the penalties from a week ago, cost us. And so not turning the ball over, having 0 turnovers, made me feel a lot better about things.
Right.
So that was a big positive. And another thing is we got a chance to get a lot of different kids in there.
Absolutely.
And they all, I was proud of how they came in there and fought and did things like we expected them to. So that was good to see from our guys for sure.
Right. And, opening the game with a kickoff return, couldn't start the game any better. And then, first possession on offense, you go down, score, and it's 14-0 with about 4 minutes passed.
Yeah.
And so, again, just great start, dominated from start to finish.
Yep.
Got a little different opponent next week. This week, actually, you got the Salem Greyhounds rolling in, our homecoming. So talk a little bit about Salem and what to expect from them.
They're a physical team. They're going to play a physical brand of football, and it reflects the offense they run. It reflects that. They like to run the football. They've had pieces there for a while now. Some talented kids, some big kids. And it's a challenge. They went out and scheduled a really, really tough non-conference because they felt like they could play with anybody.
Right.
And they're one of the top 10 teams in the state for a reason in 3A. But also, we like to think we're a pretty good football team too. So we got to match their physicality from the very first snap, just like we did last Friday, and let the cards fall where they lay.
Right. And what are they coming in 3-2, 4-2?
3-2.
3-2. 2 of their losses. One of their losses to always top-ranked Prescott. Another loss to Newport. So very tough non-conference that they played. And most of the time when you schedule really tough opponents in non-conference, do you think you're going to be pretty good?
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. And they are. I mean, they're a really, really talented football team. And our kids know that. They also know, homecoming's a big week around here. They know the challenge they have, and they've prepared all week so far to meet that challenge. So,
right, and we talked about too this being a young football team. What would it mean to this team to kind of take that next step and mature a little bit more, and to get a win over a team that was picked in the top 10, picked to win the conference, preseason picked to win the conference? What would that mean for this football team?
I think it's a statement win. I think for our program. More than anything, I think it would just, as far as the next step, it shows that, hey, we can.
Right.
It's just another step that, hey, we can do this. And, I think as long as we believe, I think we're in a good spot. But it certainly means a lot for a young football team to play a talented football team in their place and to compete and go beat those guys, So we expect that.
Right. And you can use this as a measuring stick, I guess, to see exactly where this team is. And had a big win over Perryville, who was picked to win their conference at the beginning of the year, but that was a long time ago.
Yes, week 0, a lot changes, and teams. I mean, good football teams get better every week as the season goes on. You're at your best week 10, and heading into the playoffs. Of course, we got a long ways to go for the playoffs, but this will definitely tell us where we're at. And like you said, be a measuring stick of what we need to fix. But we're hoping that we play well Friday. That's the plan.
Right. And defensively, been playing really well the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
No offense to the last 2 opponents, but not the top opponents in the conference.
Yep.
But really all year long, I thought the defense has played really well. That's been big. Again, defensive line. Playing very well right now. They'll get after you.
Yes.
So what do they have to do this week? What do we have to do up front defensively to stop them?
Know your assignment. First of all, identify the formation. know your assignment, know where you're supposed to be, and then go be physical. I think that their offensive line's a lot like our offensive line. They like to play physical, and so I think if we
And we are here on this beautiful Friday night, coming to you live at Atkins Homecoming. We got a big one tonight, Scott. I'm your host. My name is Zach Phillips with my co-host and my broadcast partner, Mr. Scott Warren, and we are here at Atkins Homecoming. We have the 4-1 Atkins Red Devils going head-to-head with the 3-2 Salem Greyhounds. Both teams 2-0 in conference. Both teams like to run the ball. Both teams have some big-time plays that are inside this playbook, and it's going to be a fun one tonight, Scott.
Yeah, you got the number 7 team in 3A football in Salem coming into town, and they went 11-1 last year, were conference champs, lost in the second round of the playoffs. They lost quite a few starters on offense, but here we are midway through this season, and these guys that they've plugged in to replace those starters have done a fine job, and they're really kind of coming into their own. In a lot of ways, their season has kind of mirrored the Red Devils' season, and we'll talk about some of that as we go along today. But they do return 9 starters on defense from that team that won the conference championship last year, and they are a physical football team.
No, you're exactly right. Looking at who they've played so far this season, I mean, they have come off a tough loss to Prescott and a pretty substantial loss to Newport. But again, there's not really much shame losing to Prescott and Newport. Those are some top of 3A competition teams right there. Their quarterback so far has not really had to throw the ball a whole lot, but when he does, he's been pretty efficient. 359 yards, 4 touchdowns for Salem's QB Jackson Taylor. He's also rushed the ball for 100 yards and 5 tuds. But running the ball, man, they've got 2 guys kind of tag teaming together. They've got Caleb Leisenring, number 3, 274 yards on the season and 2 tuds. And they've also got number 34, Colton Smith, with 260 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both of those guys, I expect to see them. As a team, though, they've rushed the ball for 1,100 yards and 15 touchdowns. That's quite a big clip.
Yeah, they're averaging 220 yards per game, 6.1 yards per carry, and 3 touchdowns on the ground per game. So they're run heavy. We're going to see them line up a lot in that kind of an old-style T formation. Sometimes they'll have the quarterback back in shotgun. Sometimes he'll be under center, but they'll go heavy, run. And then, we talked about it a little bit off air, Zach. They kind of lull you to sleep with that run attack, and then they throw it over the top. So Red Devils got to be aware of both sides of that offensive attack. The run heavy, but also the pass is very efficient as well.
You're exactly right, and their defense is nothing to be slept on either, man. Their leading tackler, number 58, Skylar Payne, 46 tackles on the season and 2 sacks. But to me, the one that sticks out is number 50, Keegan Sanderson. 35 tackles, but catch this, 9 sacks. 9 sacks. As a team, they have 21 sacks on the season as opposed to Atkins 15.
Yeah, they will get after the quarterback. Keegan Sanderson on one defensive end, Cole Steeman on the other defensive end. They will be bringing some pressure to the Atkins quarterback, Cole Crawford, tonight.
As the Atkins Red Devils run through the crowd of students on this homecoming night, man, the red smoke going up in the air. It's going to be a fun night. Just taking a look at the Atkins schedule so far, Atkins is coming off of a really big shutout win at 42-0 against Mountain View, 49-6 against Episcopal. In fact, if you look at the 2 teams in their last 2 games, Salem has outscored their opponents 78-3, and Atkins has outscored their opponents 91-6. My goodness.
Yeah, both teams coming in red hot, and both teams at the top of the conference right now. This is going to be a big matchup here, and whoever wins this one has the upper hand in the conference early in this conference season.
Absolutely. A couple of stat leaders for you on the Red Devil offense. Cole Crawford, our quarterback, number 10, coming in with 769 passing yards on the season with 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The story of the Atkins offense, though, has to lie with the Martin brothers, the tag team champions of the world at running back. You've got the big powerhouse Jaden Martin with 490 yards and 5 touchdowns at 6.4 yards a carry. And if you think that's impressive, his younger brother Mason, 503 yards, 5 touchdowns. He averages 9 yards every time he touches the ball, Scott. That's impressive.
Yeah, and the Martin brothers, each of them are near the 100-yard per game mark in rushing. So Atkins as a team averages 242 yards on the ground, 166 yards through the air. So a little bit of an advantage in the passing game, you would think, coming into this contest with Salem, but very, very effective running the ball as well.
One thing to watch for tonight, as Scott was told earlier today, Mr. John Davis, the powerhouse linebacker for the Red Devils, will not be playing the entire game tonight. He suffered I think he suffered a rib injury in his last game, and so they're going to take it easy on John tonight. But so look to see AMT, Austin Martin Trussell, step in, get some big tackles. Look to see Tate Sweden and some of those other guys really have to step into the box tonight and handle business for this Red Devil defense.
Yeah, John Davis, if he can go, he will go. He's out there right now on the kick return team, but he is going to be we expect him to be somewhat limited tonight by that injury.
The kickoff is underway. It is a short squib kick, making land around the 25-yard line. Mason Martin's going to pick it up. He's not going to get too much, and he's going to be brought to a stop right at the 26-yard line, and this is going to be where the Atkins Red Devils set up shop for the first drive on homecoming night.
Number 17, Ferris Hewitt, the one to make the stop there for Salem. Mason just able to get a yard or two on that return, and Salem covered very well.
You know, the last 2 weeks, Scott, you and I have traveled to these games, and both times Atkins upset these teams, Episcopal Collegiate and upset Mountain View, both of them on homecoming, and here we are in our own, and hopeful not to see that. And right off the bat, we've got the defense jumping. Cole Crawford bringing them with a hard count.
Number 59, Caden Birch, and number 52, Keaton Ziegler, right up front on that Salem defensive line. Jumped into the neutral zone. That'll be 5 yards the easy way for the Red Devils as they start this drive.
Red Devil offense with 5 men out wide. Salem with 7 men, really 6 men in the box. Cole Crawford looks to his right. There's nobody there. He's going to take off with it. He's got some room to rumble, and he's got more yards. He's going to make it down to about the 49-yard line. That's a big first down for the Red Devils.
Yeah, just a 3-man rush. Salem brought 7 up in the box and just rushed 3, and pocket kind of collapsed to Cole's right side. He took it left, tucked it under his left arm, and got across midfield to the 49. Cole, we've seen him run the ball very effectively. He is our 3rd leading rusher. He averages 37 yards per game on the ground.
Red Devils in the pistol formation. It's going to be a handoff to Mason Martin. He's going to be met at the line. There's nowhere to go there. That's going to be stopped, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We haven't seen that a whole lot, Scott.
No, the Red Devil offensive line really has had their way the last couple of weeks, but this is a different team. No disrespect to Episcopal, no disrespect to Mountain View, but Salem is a different animal. They are very physical, especially up front. So whoever wins the battle for the line of scrimmage tonight is going to win the game.
Oh, you're exactly right. We talked to Coach Terrence Bobo at the end of the game last week, and we asked him what was going to be the key this week, and he said physicality. And we're already seeing that here in this game. Interesting setup. Cole Crawford set out right. It's going to be a snap to Jaden Martin. He's got plenty of room, and that's going to be another big first down, making it down to about the 30-yard line. First down, Red Devils.
Nice little wrinkle in the offense there. We haven't seen that one yet. Cole started out in the backfield and then motioned out to the right, was lined up at receiver, and Jaden Martin took the direct snap, and right up the gut he went for a first down.
Another interesting setup. We've got Cole Crawford actually coming off the field. Looks like Jaden Martin is going to be the man in at QB.
Blake Mitchell, number 31, comes in at that H-back position.
Coach told us early in the season he would get some snaps at tight end. We kind of got a wildcat formation. Jaden Martin's got it. He jukes to his left. He's got some space. He's going to break another one, and it's a touchdown for the Red Devils to open up homecoming night.
And I want to give credit where credit is due. Blake Mitchell came from the right side of the formation, kind of a puller there from the H-back position, and he laid a great block on the right defensive end who was coming in and had a beat on Jaden Martin, and he's the one who sprung Jaden for that touchdown. So great job by Blake Mitchell, just coming in and getting a key block to give the Red Devils a 6-0 lead with 10:24 left in the first quarter.
Red Devils are going to formation over into their kicking formation. Kenny Rivas is the man back to kick. Kenny's had a really good year kicking extra points this season, done a tremendous job. And the kick is up, and it is good. Red Devils lead the Greyhounds 7-0, 10 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And we're going to take a 30-second break. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions. Back after this. Board quickly take their first drive down the field and punch it into the end zone to take a 7-0 lead with 10:24 left in the first quarter. And Kenny Rivas is set to kick it off to the Salem Greyhounds.
Kenny adds to his stats. He's now 17 for 21 on PATs on the season. Just a great year. That's his 20th point scored this year. And the kick is off. It's a big kick for Kenny, and it's going to land about the 5. They're going to take it. It's going to be some trickery back there, but it is not going to fool the Red Devils. Big stop there.
Number 22, Austin Martin Trussell, was the one who made the stop. He just was able to get a shoestring. But you're right, Zach. Salem fielded that kick at the 5 and then brought several players into one space there and ended up making a couple of handoffs. And Austin Martin Trussell, fortunately, wasn't fooled by all that.
They tried to hit him with the old razzle-dazzle, and it did not work. Red Devil defense is going to try to guard the yard here on homecoming. The big D-line has had some good success this year. And here is that run-heavy formation, Scott. No wide receivers, and it's going to be a handoff right there up the gut.
That was Ethan Birmingham, number 6, on the carry for Salem. He was able to pick up about 8 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 2. We expect to see a lot of that tonight. Salem just turning and handing the ball off.
Yeah, they had no men out wide, and here they are. I mean, they're coming out kind of with a wide formation, wide single back formation here.
2 men split out to each side.
Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's got some room on the right side. He's going to be brought down right at the 35-yard line, but that's going to be enough for a first down for Salem.
I believe that was Wyatt Hearn came up to make the stop. Jackson Taylor, number 12, on the keeper for Salem. .934 left on the first quarter clock. Salem picked up a first down there. They have the ball sitting on their own 36-yard line.
The Red Devil defense trying to get a stop here. Quarterback back in shotgun formation, man in motion. It's going to be a handoff, and he is met in the backfield by number 31.
That's Blake
Mitchell. The big linebacker struggled with some injuries this year, but it's good to see him in healthy tonight, making a difference for the Red Devils.
Yeah, he's made an impact early on both sides of the ball. Had a key block earlier on offense, came up with a huge stop right there. Minimal gain, just about 1 yard on that play, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 for Salem.
Eight minutes, 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Red Devils came out hot, got a big score early. Salem going to be set up in the single back formation again. 4 men out wide, 1 man in the back. Wide receiver in motion. It's going to be another hand. No, quarterback's going to keep it himself. He rolls out to the left. He's got a man. The pass is complete. That's going to be a big first down for Salem. Kenny Rivas with the tackle around the 19-yard line. But man, Salem gutted the Red Devil defense there for a huge first down to get in the red zone.
Yeah, that's what we talked about earlier. They're just run, and then hit you over the top, and that was Caden Hollis, number 7, bringing that one down. And he is just inside the 20. So Salem in the red zone on their opening drive.
They are back in that power formation. It's going to be a direct handoff to number 6. And he is going to fight for it. I think it was number 6 that had it. There's a lot of trickery happening there at the line of scrimmage, Scott, but either way, they're going to make it down to about the 14-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but a good chunk of yards.
Yeah, they had 3 backs lined up behind the quarterback, and with all that motion and fakes and all that, it's hard for us to see who has the ball. And you can imagine being down there on the field how hard it is. So really important for the Red Devils to just play disciplined defense tonight.
Yeah. And who they are, they're kind of in a cycle here. Now they've got 2 wides out. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going to be brought down in the backfield, and that's going to be a big stop for the Red Devil defense. Bring up 3rd down.
Jaden Martin on the tackle along with number 70, Solomon Lytle, and number 22, Austin Martin Trussell in there as well. Loss of a couple on that one, so make it 3rd and 7.
Red Devil defense trying to come up with a stop here, keep Salem out of the end zone, and they are going back to that power T formation. 3 running backs in the backfield behind the QB, and it's going to be a handoff to number 3. He is not going to get the first down. He's going to come down around the 17. Is that the 17 or 12?
It's about the 12,
the 12-yard line.
So he was able to get 3 on that. It's going to make it 4th and about 3.
Look for Salem to keep their offense on the field here. This is I don't think they're too conservative.
Big opportunity here for the Red Devils. Come up with a huge stop.
Salem back in the power formation. They're going to give it to number 3 again. He's got some room. He's going to have that should be enough for the first down there, and that's going to bring up 1st and goal for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, he needed the 10, and he got down to about the 8, so that will be enough for the first down.
Number 31, Blake Mitchell coming onto the field for number 2, Tate Sweden. Blake Mitchell bringing some beef into the lineup here. Try to get a stop in the inside the 10-yard line. Salem's coming out still in the T formation with 2 wide receivers out on each side. Quarterback hands it off, and he is going to be met immediately. Nope.
That quarterback kept that, and
he did keep it.
And he gets into the end zone.
That was a touchdown. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, folks, as we mentioned, there is a lot of trickery happening, and with Salem's offensive playbook here, you can imagine how difficult this is for the players on the field. But that's going to be a touchdown for Salem. I mean, great play call there by head coach Josh Watson of the Salem Greyhounds. It looks like
had 2 backs behind the quarterback, Jackson Taylor, and he didn't try to hand either one of them. He actually handed to the up back, and which was number 32. Skylar Payne, and he ended up pulling that one and finding the pylon for a touchdown.
And they are going to convert the 2-point conversion to number 22, Cole Steeman. And we saw him warming up today, Scott. Cole Steeman's going to be a problem tonight. He is 6'6", 215-pound receiver out there for Salem. That's a big old boy.
Yeah, and Salem converts that, takes an 8-7 lead with 6:04 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with a kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here at the home of the Red Devils on this beautiful Friday night at homecoming. Red Devils trail Salem 7-8. 6:04 left in the first quarter. Man, it's been a very high action, exciting first quarter so far, Scott.
Yeah, and both teams we mentioned in the pregame have been red hot in the last 2 weeks, and they pick up right where they've left off. Atkins takes their opening drive down the field and puts 7 on the board. Salem comes down and puts 8 on the board.
Salem kicks the ball off. It's going to be fielded, and there is some room. Mason Martin is going to get this ball up to about the 36-yard line. Good return there, and that's going to be where the Red Devil offense set up shop.
Mason took a kickoff 97 yards for a touchdown last week at Mountain View. I asked him this afternoon. I saw him after some of the homecoming festivities, the parade, and I said, "You going to take one? You can take a kickoff back for a touchdown tonight?" And he said, "Of course."
Mason's a young man that stands on business. He's going to get it done tonight. Cole Crawford in the backfield for the Red Devils. Takes a snap. It's a handoff to Jaden Martin. He's going to push forward. That's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8 yards. Good first down for the Red Devil offense.
Yeah, good run there by Jaden. Very physical. Just kept his legs moving. Looked like he was stood up about a yard or two after the handoff, and he just kept going.
We have another handoff to Jaden Martin, but this time he's met immediately in the backfield. And again, folks, that's not a credit to the Salem defense. We have not seen that a whole lot with the Red Devils this season.
There's number 32, Skylar Payne, who comes in averaging about 9 tackles per game, and he picked up a big one right there.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Red Devils. 4 men out wide. Cole's looking to his right side. He's going to pass it. It's going to go right through the hands of his intended receiver, Lucas Sims, and that is going to bring up 4th and 3 for Atkins.
Lucas had a little bit of room there, passed just a little wide for him. Able to get his fingers on it, just not able to bring it in. Number 3, Caleb Leisenring, was there on the coverage.
Yeah, 3 and out. Definitely not what the Red Devils were looking for. Cole Crawford looks to be setting up for punt formation. I don't know if we'll see this much trickery this early. Solomon Lidle, number 70, as you saw in the live stream, rushing onto the field. There's the snap, and the punt is away. That's a booming punt. It's going to be grounded. Man, that thing's going to fall dead right at the 6-yard line. Tremendous punt by Cole Crawford.
Yeah, punted from the Red Devil 43, and it is going to be down at the 7. So great punt by Cole.
Put a little sauce on it. Put a little bit of sauce on it. Red Devil defense has Salem in the shadow of the goalpost down here. Going to try to come up with a big stop here. 4 minutes, 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. Salem leads Atkins 8-7. I'm looking for that power T formation, and that's exactly what they're going to do. 3 backs behind the QB.
Number 12, the quarterback Jackson Taylor with a keeper.
Looks like he's gonna make it right down, right at the 10-yard line. That's gonna be a pickup of about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Greyhounds.
AMT number 22 and John Davis number 40 coming up to make the stop from the linebacker position.
Red Devil defense looking to make a stop here. Got the big fellas down on top of the ball. Man, Salem is fighting forward here. That's a good pickup. Looks like it's going to make it down to about the 15-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but it is going to bring up 3rd and short.
And that time, Taylor, the Salem quarterback, he rode that handoff for the touchdown earlier, pulled it at the last second and kept it. That time he rode it and left it in the belly of number 32, Skylar Payne, who got up near a first down yardage, but he's going to be a couple yards short.
It's going to be another handoff for Salem here, and the pile is fighting forward, but that should not be enough. That's going to be 4th down, depending on the spot of the referee.
Yeah, they gave him a very generous spot there.
Man, that was
I'm going to say he got enough for the first down.
Man, he got that one on sale. My goodness.
I thought he was a yard short, but
yeah, they're going to give it to him. That's going to be 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds, right at the 17-yard line.
Give to the up back there.
He's got some room. That's going to be good pickup on first down there for Salem. Bring up 2nd and about 3 for the Greyhounds.
Nothing sophisticated about this Salem offense. They're just going to turn around and hand it to somebody. You just don't know who they're going to hand it to.
Right. And you know, we've kind of seen that with Atkins this year. Nothing too flashy. They've just been handing the ball off, and they're kind of getting a taste of their own medicine right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be another handoff for Salem. Their guy has some room. He's got a broken tackle. Red Devils have tackled themselves. There's a big flag on the play. He is going to be forced out of bounds around the 32-yard line by number 23. Dakota Ham, but there's a flag back here.
Yeah, we do have a flag there. I think we're going to have a hold on Salem.
Yep, that's going to back him up. He raced that big play for him. Atkins comes up with a big break there.
Yeah, and you mentioned we had two players kind of colliding with each other, and one of them, I think, got an assist from one of the Salem blockers. He kind of held him, grabbed him, and threw him into his own man. That was a big gainer there. Number 18, Aiden Province, the man with the ball for Salem. But it's negated by a holding call. That's going to back them up. But it is going to be second and very short. The 10-yard mark off from the spot of the foul.
Going to be a keeper here for Salem, and he's got a lot of room. They're confused.
Yeah.
Red Devils didn't even know who had the ball. It's a foot race at this point, and that's going to be a big touchdown. Number 11, Dylan Gaskins. Huge touchdown run for Salem. The Atkins defense was confused, Scott.
Yeah, and the action all went to the right side, and then Dylan Gaskins all of a sudden emerges from the left with the ball there, and he did confuse the Red Devil defense. And
I was confused. This is
and that's how that offense works. You can't really trust your eyes. You have to just play assignment defense.
Yeah, this is it's going to be, there's going to have to be some adjustments made here by Coach Dobbs in the defense to try to slow this attack down. Salem's going to be, they're going to hand it off again, this time to the big receiver. He is going to get into the end zone, and that's going to bring it up to 16 points for Salem. Minute 56 left here in the first quarter. Salem leads Atkins 16-7.
We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with a kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here, Red Devil football fans. Minute 56 left here in the first quarter. The Red Devils trail the Greyhounds 7-16. The Greyhound running game has been causing fits for the Red Devil defense so far. Nothing flashy at all, folks. Just a little bit of trickery. Just a lot of guys right there at the line of scrimmage. You're not sure who's got the ball. The eyes will deceive you very quickly. Like you mentioned, Scott, going to have to play some good assignment football. But nonetheless, we're getting ready for kickoff here with just under 2 minutes left. It's going to be another short kick. Mason Martin is going to pick it up around the 25. He's got some room, and he's going to get stopped around the 37. We've got a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, that flag came in late, and I would assume that's going to be a face mask of some kind. Question is going to be, is it a 5-yard variety or a 15?
Yep.
Looks like the 5-yard variety.
Accidental face mask, that's the difference, folks. If it's a accidental face mask, just five yards. If it's a more violent kind of looking face mask penalty, that's 15-yarder. Somebody just got a little handsy there trying to bring him down, which I understand. He's a little greasy down there when he gets running.
He is slippery.
Red Devil offense out here set up. 3 men out to the left side. Jaden Martin, the man at the Wildcat, it's going to be he is met immediately at the line of scrimmage. The offensive line just imploded under the pressure there from Salem.
Tackle made by number 11, Dylan Gaskins, and number 1, Gatlin Branscombe for Salem. And the Red Devils brought in number 79, Camden Newby. He was the H-back in that. Brought him in to block, and they brought 2 guys in, did Salem, and Camden couldn't block those 2, and they were able to make the tackle.
Cole's getting a lot of pressure. He's got to run for it, and the pass is going to be completed there to number 29, Mason Martin, at about the ref's going to indicate about the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5 for the Red Devils.
Yeah, a gain of about 5 on the play. Loss of 1 on the previous play, so it does make it 3rd and 6.
Red Devils with 4 men out wide. Cole takes a snap, looks to his left, but we've got a false start on the Red Devils, and that's going to erase the previous play, Scott. That's going to be right back 3rd, and going to be 3rd and 11.
Yep.
3rd and long for the Red Devils. Looking at another 3 and out if they don't convert this.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get behind the chains here with a defense like Salem.
Cole Crawford in the backfield, Jaden Martin on his left. Mason Martin in motion. Takes a snap, looks to his right. He's going to have to scramble. He's got some room to run, and it's going to be real close.
He steps out of bounds, and I think they're going to mark him just about a yard short.
That's what it looks like. That was not a generous spot. Well, the midfield judge was trying to be generous. The line judge was not wanting to be generous at all.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4th and inches here for the Red Devils. The offense is going to stay out there. Maybe get a little tush-push action in here, the brotherly shove, if you will.
Ball just across midfield at the Salem 48.
5 wide.
Cole tries the hard count.
Looking to the sideline to see what the play call is. You've got 5 men in the box for Salem.
Play clock down to 3.
What?
Oh, we got a delay game call, and that was not.
Yeah, that Coach Dobbs is not happy about that.
No. Normally the back judge is the one looking at the play clock, and he looks up, and when the clock hits 0, he looks down, and if the ball is not snapped, then he throws a flag. That time, as soon as it hit 0, he threw his flag, and the snap happened simultaneously.
Yeah.
That was not a delay of game.
Yeah, Coach Dobbs is not happy about that one at all. Punt is underway, another big punt there, and it's going to be received around the 22-yard line. He's got some room. Red Devil returner's going to have to get over there, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds, but not before a tremendous return. Going to make it down to about the 48-yard line, headed towards the Atkins property there.
As number 7, Caden Hollis, fielded that punt on the run, and really nobody to his right side, and he went all the way across the field and found some running room and gets it up near midfield. Salem's going to have it at the 48.
So far tonight, Scott, the Red Devil offense has some questions to answer, and so does the defense. Salem's been presenting them with some problems, and they don't quite have the answer to the test yet.
Yeah. We knew this was going to be this kind of game.
Yep. Salem quarterback, look to his left side. He's got a man. The ball is going to be high. Blake Mitchell just a little bit behind it. If he'd have had another foot, that might have been a pick.
Yeah. Pass intended for number 32, Skylar Payne. You said it, Zach. It was just a little tall for him. He wasn't able to get up and get that one. And Blake Mitchell was closing on him, but just not close enough to get the carom off of Payne's hands.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Red Devils trail 7-16. Salem quarterback under center. It's going to be a handoff, and he's met immediately at the line of scrimmage by a couple of Red Devils, and that's going to be a big stop with about a 2-yard loss.
Number 60, Dayton Rawlings, and number 79, Camden Newby, blew up the middle of that line of scrimmage there and met Leisenring in the backfield, and he had nowhere to go.
Tell you what, it's hard for Camden Newby to not bust up the middle of the play, coming in at 330 pounds, man. He's a big load right there.
He's a lot to handle.
That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Red Devils trail the Greyhounds 16-7.
And we're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back with second quarter action. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here on this beautiful Friday night. Homecoming here at the home of the Red Devils. But the Red Devils trail 7-16 as this Salem offense and defense has been kind of having their way with Atkins so far. Red Devils loading the box here. A lot of trickery up front. Quarterback's got it. He's got a man open downfield. It's going to be caught, but there's going to be pass interference on Lucas Sims. That one, the ball, the receiver had to wait on it, and while he was waiting on it, Lucas just kind of ran into him. He was trying to make a play.
Yeah, underthrown ball, and number 7, Caden Hollis, came back for it, and Lucas was trying to recover because there was a lot of misdirection there. It looked like going to be an end-around handoff, and Jackson Taylor, the quarterback for Salem, kept that, and Hollis snuck out and was wide open for a short time, and Lucas Sims just trying to make up some ground and ran into him, and they're going to get him for interference, but the play results in a first down on its own.
Salem in the T formation. It's going to be a handoff there. He's got some room, big power back. He's going to fight forward to get a solid pickup. Looks to be of about 8 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and short. Well, nope. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Greyhounds. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's looking for room to run. He's going to be brought down in the backfield by a couple of Red Devils. Number 60,
Dayton Rawlings.
Rawlings.
Number 8, Jaden Martin, was the first man there.
Big stop there for the Red Devils to bring up 3rd down. Going to be 3rd and 6. Inside the red zone, Salem trying to put this thing up 2 scores.
Yeah, the Red Devil defense looking to keep them out of the end zone and get the ball back to the offense. We're early in the second quarter, 10:48.
Salem in the I formation. It's going to be handoff to their...
We're going to have false start on Salem. That's going to back them up 5 yards.
That'll bring up 3rd and 11. That is what Atkins wants.
Yeah. Tate Sweden comes in at middle linebacker. Blake Mitchell comes off. Blake is playing a little more now, but was dealing with some injuries earlier in the season. They're kind of working him back in, and he's already come up big tonight, and they're going to need him if John Davis is limited in his minutes.
You're right. Back at Salem, back in this power formation, and they've got some confusion. Quarterback still has it. He is going to be stopped after a big tackle by the Red Devils.
Number 6, Ethan Birmingham, taking the handoff there and going over to the left side. And
that was number 40, John Davis, coming up with the tackle there. But even you look at him on the field, he came up. He looks a little ginger.
Yeah. 4th and 3 for Salem.
If I'm Salem, I'm throwing to my 6'6" wide receiver.
They may do that. That'd be number 22, Cole Steeman, and he is at tight end on the right side of that line.
In the power formation, quarterback does keep it himself. He's going to push forward, and that we've got a penalty flag on the play. That could be anything at that point of the field.
Yeah, thrown by the back judge, but he threw it kind of in the area of holding, and that is the call, holding on Salem.
That's going to back him up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which if that's at the 1 yard line.
The flag is laying at about the 4.
Oh, so it was right at the line then. So that's going to back him up. It's going to be fourth and 15.
Fourth and about 12 looks like.
Well,
yeah, where they've got it spotted. Yeah, they need to get just inside the 5.
Okay, sorry, I thought it was 4th and goal. That's my apologies.
Down to about the 4 is where they need to get for the first down.
Yep.
So it is 4th and 12.
Still have their offense out on the field. It's 5 wide here.
And we've got a whistle.
Yep.
Timeout, Red Devils. So timeout on the field. We'll take one on the air with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here in the midst of this timeout. Atkins trails Salem 16-7, 9:17 left here in the second quarter. Atkins has taken a timeout. It is 4th and 12. Salem trying to make it down to about the 3 or 4 yard line to get a first down here to keep the drive alive.
And the Red Devils looking to prevent that from happening and give the ball back to the offense. Really need to keep Salem out of the end zone on this drive to stay in this game. Don't want to get too far out of reach before halftime. So big down coming up here for the Red Devil defense.
Salem is going to come out again with 5 receivers wide. The big 6'6" tight end right here in the middle on the right side. And that is exactly where the QB is looking. And he is going to air it out to the corner.
And
that is going to be incomplete. He went right to the 6'6" receiver. That's going to fall incomplete. Turnover on downs. Red Devils will take over on offense on the 15-yard line.
Number 23, Dakota Ham with the coverage there. Did a good job. Giving up.
How many inches is Dakota? Dakota's given up about 8 inches on coverage there. Did a good job just hanging in there.
Yeah, he did a really good job. Got his hands up there, knocked the ball out at the last second. So the Red Devils take over on offense with 9 minutes, 11 seconds left. They start this drive from their own 15-yard line.
Oh, we have a bobbled snap as it goes into the backfield there. That's going to be a loss of about 5 yards there for the Red Devils. Heading the wrong direction.
Yeah, snap just sailed to Cole's right, and all he could do was fall on it there.
Red Devils out, trips to the right side. We have a little more of the Wildcat formation. Jaden Martin takes the snap. He's looking. He's got instant pressure. He's got to get rid of this thing, and he's going to keep it himself. He's fighting forward. Looks like he's going to maybe lose a yard and get down to the 10-yard line. 3rd and 15 could have been disastrous, but still definitely not good. Not what the Atkins offense wants to do.
No, that was dicey there because Jaden took the snap and backed up, and he had a couple of guys in his face and was actually in the end zone as they were bearing down on him. Lucky just to get back out to the 10-yard line.
We mentioned it at the top of the broadcast, Scott. A lot of pressure from this Salem defense. Crawford throws the ball. He found Martin with some room, and he's got plenty for the first down, and he's going to be pushed out at the 42-yard line. Big first down. That's what Atkins needed to get some momentum rolling tonight.
Yeah, good play call there, and Jaden had some room. Sawyer Bartlett, number 56, the 5'11", 205-pound offensive lineman, was blocking downfield and doing a tremendous job getting Jaden a few more extra yards there. Ball sitting at about the 42-yard line.
Mason Martin takes the handoff. He's got plenty of room, fights forward, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 1 for the Red Devils after the Mason Martin 9-yard carry, right up his average. And he comes up a little bummed up.
Yeah, as does number 22, Cole Steeman for Salem. Steeman's going to stay in the game. Mason is...
Man, he's in agony.
Yeah.
Acting like that on maybe his shoulder is hurt. He does not feel well, but he's going to stay in the game. Tough as a gas station steak. Cole Crawford at 5 wide. He's going to keep it himself and fight forward. That's plenty for the first down. Cole is going to come to a stop right at the 39-yard line. We are in Salem territory. First down, Atkins.
Number 59, Caden Birch on the tackle for Salem. Cole just put his head down and went straight forward into Salem territory. Ball at the 39-yard line of the Greyhounds. 7:05 left in the second quarter. Red Devils trailing 16-7. Looking to get some points on the board. Crawford takes a snap.
He's got a little bit of room. He's fighting forward. He's going to have about a 5.5, 6-yard carry there. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Red Devils. Making something out of nothing, did Cole Crawford.
Yeah, number 32, Skylar Payne, coming up to make the tackle for Salem. Crawford with a good gain there on first down. He picked up about 6. Make it 2nd and 4.
It's going to be handoff to Jaden Martin. He's got plenty for the first down. He's fighting forward. He's going to make it to about the 22-yard line. Big first down for the Red Devils, getting some momentum on their side.
Number 2, Dawson Jennings, making the tackle for Salem. Yeah, that run up the middle is working right now, Zach, whether it's Cole Crawford keeping it or handing it off to Jaden Martin. They're both finding some room to run up front. Red Devil offensive line starting to move.
It's going to be another handoff, this time to Mason Martin. He's got plenty of room. It's not enough for a first down, but he is going to make it to about the 19-yard line, bring up another 2nd and 1, 2nd and short for the Red Devils.
Mason's still moving a little slowly as he got up from that tackle. Now he's kind of jogging off to the right side of the formation, but he's still in some pain there.
Mason is not going to be one that complains. If the coach doesn't sit him down, he's not going to sit himself. Red Devils shifting into the Wildcat formation again. Jaden Martin takes it. He's going to run it right up the gut, and that is a touchdown for the Red Devils. Jaden Martin taking it up the gut himself from the Wild Devil formation.
Number 62, Austin McCurry, the center with a great block there. Number 72, Chance Coffin, and number 56, Sawyer Bartlett, all with some really strong blocking there to spring Jaden Martin for the touchdown. Rivas on for the extra point as Atkins shifts from that kind of that swing and gate look over into the more traditional kicking formation.
The kick is up, and it is going to be good. Kenny Rivas makes it 18 for 22 on the season, and that is going to bring the score 16-14. Red Devils trail the Greyhounds. 5:33 left here in the first half.
We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll come back with more Red Devil football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions right after this.
Try to get up there during halftime for our live stream viewers and try to get the exposure fixed on the cameras. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He does have enough for a first down before he's brought to a halt by the Red Devil defense. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Salem Greyhounds.
Yeah, Taylor able to get it down to the Red Devil 41. That is enough for the first down. Salem very, very effective in the run game.
You're not kidding, man. They've had so much misdirection with this run game tonight, and it's not even flashy. Salem comes out, single back formation, 4 men wide, 2 on either side. Quarterback hands on. Oh, he's going to keep it himself, man, and he has got some room. He is fighting forward. He is going to take a big shot from number 40, John Davis, but there is a penalty flag. Lucas Sims picking himself up off the ground there at the 20-yard line. Penalty flag's right at the 21.
It's a big hit by John Davis. He came up to make the tackle there. It's going to be a hold against Salem.
It's going to back that up. So much for a hurt rib, right?
Yeah.
Not sure where this one's going to be played. Looks like they're going to place it
about the 31, so they're going to be just shy of first down yardage.
Actually, they're going to give him the first down. No, well, they're
moving the chains.
Yeah, there's a little bit of confusion over there with the chain gang. Salem in the power formation again, 2 receivers out wide. Quarterback takes a snap, keeps it himself. He's got a pitch man if he wants to toss it. He is going to get more than enough for a first down, making it down right at the 15-yard line marker.
Taylor on the keeper there. Kenny Rivas making the stop. 1:34 left in the half, and Salem with a 16-14 lead, and they are driving inside the Red Devil 20-yard line now. Ball at the 15, where they have 1st and 10.
Red Devil defense getting backed inside the red zone here. Quarterback takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff, but he is met immediately by the Red Devil defense.
It's Dayton Rawlings coming up to make the stop on number 18, Aiden Province.
Dayton was a man on a mission there trying to get a stop and kill this momentum that Salem has going. We got 55 seconds left here in the first half. And you know Salem would like to put a few more points on the board before the half.
And the Red Devil defense would like to keep that from happening.
You're right. Guard the yard. Quarterback is going to keep it himself. He is going to be brought down way back in the backfield by number 8, Jaden Martin.
Huge loss for Salem there. That's going to turn 2nd and 10 into about 3rd and forever.
That is, and we've got a timeout on the field. Salem with 27 seconds left here in the first half. The Red Devils trail 14-16.
We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with more Red Devil football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here, Red Devil fans. 27 seconds left here in the first half. Red Devils trail 14-16. What do you think? What do you think Salem's going to draw up here, Scott?
Well, 3rd and 20. I would look for maybe a pass here. You would expect them to run. They've been very effective at running the ball, but I would keep my eyes on number 22 if I were a Red Devil defender. That's the big 6'6" receiver,
Cole
Steeman. They tried to go to him on that 4th and long earlier in the corner of the end zone, and Dakota Ham did a good job of breaking that up. Steeman is going to be in the middle of the formation to the right side.
Same as he was last time. Quarterback looking to his right side. It's going to be lobbed up towards the end zone. Kenny Rivas, one of the Red Devils back there, gets his hand up to make a swat towards the ball. It's going to fall harmlessly to the ground, bring up 4th and 20 for the Greyhounds.
A little bit of a questionable decision there by Jackson Taylor. He threw in a double coverage. Lucas Sims and Kenny Rivas both kind of had the intended receiver bracketed there, and it is, as you said, it falls incomplete. 4th and 20 is what Salem is looking at with 21 seconds left in the half. We're going to keep it right here as there's a timeout on the field. So Salem looking to add to their 2-point lead before halftime. The Red Devil defense trying to keep them out of the end zone to keep it a close game as we go into half. We got a good crowd here tonight, Zach. It's homecoming, and
absolutely
the home side is filled. A few classes, as usual, with their class reunions. I know we've seen the class of 94, the class of 2004.
Yep.
They've got a contingent here, and of course all the festivities of homecoming, the royalty, and you got the ladies in the homecoming court have families in town to celebrate that with them. So a good night of football here, and it's good to see the home side filled up. This is a big game, a big conference matchup. We mentioned that in the pregame. These two teams sitting at the top of the conference, and the winner of this one has command of the conference going forward. So a lot at stake tonight.
Yes, sir. What class were you there, Scott? What year was that?
It was a few days ago.
A few days ago.
Yeah.
Couple years.
Yeah.
Couple years.
We are going to have a special guest coming up at halftime. I want to mention that.
Salem quarterback uncorks one towards the end zone. Kenny Rivas. Ref is going to throw a penalty flag. I think Kenny was playing some good D back there, but referee is going to throw a penalty flag. It's most certainly going to be pass interference and should bring up an automatic first down.
Yeah, it is going to be pass interference. They're going to get Kenny Rivas for that, and Kenny just didn't get his head around in time and had good coverage. But ball, again, underthrown by Jackson Taylor, the Salem quarterback.
We've seen Kenny make the same mistake that Lucas did earlier with an underthrown pass. They just kind of get up on the receiver. They're trying to make a play, but, the ball's just not quite there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's their intended tactic, but it is working for them. But that's going to bring up 1st and 10.
It is actually going to stay 4th down, so
really?
not enough for the first down.
So that's 4th and 6. 15 seconds left here on the clock. Quarterback is looking. He's got his 6'6" receiver, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Greyhounds with 9 seconds left before the half. We've been looking for him all game. 6'6", number 22, Cole Steeman, is the man that they're looking for, and quarterback did a good job splitting between 3 Red Devils to get the ball to him.
Yeah, and again, just really, really good job of riding the fake and selling the fake, and then, pulls the ball out last second, and you got a 6'6" receiver. So throw it up to him, and he goes up and makes the catch and walks it into the end zone to give Salem a 22-14 lead as they get set to try the 2-point conversion here.
It's going to be a handoff. Nope, it's going to be a sweep, jet around, and he is going to have it. He's going to be in the end zone, but there is a penalty flag. It looks like it's probably going to be holding.
Yeah, holding or possibly
block in the back, maybe.
Yeah.
Saw kind of a block in the back for motion there from the referee.
They're going to mark it back against Salem.
Yep, that's going to back them up. That is not going to be such an easy 2-point conversion. Now, don't know if we'll see Salem's kicker. We haven't seen him go to work at all this evening.
They are bringing a player off the sideline. I don't think they're going to attempt a kick, though. They're keeping their offense out there. And they quarterback Jackson Taylor rolling out to his right.
He's got the 6'6" receiver, but it is overthrown. That's an overthrow to get past the big fella. But that ball's going to fall down. It's still Red Devils trail 14-22. 9 seconds left before the half.
Yeah, it's good to keep Salem from getting that 2-point conversion. It stays a 1-score game at this point. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, you're tied up. So you want to try to keep them out of the end zone there
Yep.
before halftime, but worst case scenario, they score 6 and you keep them just at 6 to keep it a one-score game. That's where we are right now, 22-14, as Salem will kick it off to the Red Devils.
Well, before we finish out that last drive, Scott, you were mentioning we're going to have a special guest up here at halftime.
We are going to have
press box.
we're going to have a little interview here at halftime with a very special guest. So you have to stay tuned for that.
It's not me. I'm not the special
I'm not going to
guest.
interview you.
It's not. Although
It's not that you're not special, Zach, but
my mother always knew I was special. I did go to Magnolia Public Schools.
that's something.
It is. Class of 2010, brother. We made it out of there alive.
And the school survived.
They I don't know. There's some scars. Number 22 with the kick. That's going to go fall dead right at the 43, 42-yard line.
Nathan Langley covers that kick. So interesting. Salem comes out with an onside kick after scoring to go up 22-14. 9 seconds left on the first half clock.
We haven't seen them kick it downfield all game. They've been kicking the short little squib kicks and kind of high lofty kicks. Might see Cole Crawford air it out here, and we are. He's looking for a man. It's going to be a dump pass off to Jaden Martin, who's hit immediately. He's going to fight forward. He's going to make about 2 yards before he falls out of bounds.
1 second left on the clock.
Ooh. 1 second left. Atkins trails 14-22. Probably look to see Salem drop back 3 or 4 guys into deep coverage to prevent a big play.
Yeah, I would expect that.
I don't see anybody
But
going back there yet. They got one.
Their deepest man is not even 20 yards deep.
He's backing up a little bit, but Atkins going to shuffle off and go back into the Wildcat formation. Jaden Martin of QB. He's going to take it. He's going to go right up the gut. He's got a little bit of room. He's fighting forward. He's going to have enough for the first down, but that doesn't mean anything. It is halftime, folks. Red Devils trail at homecoming against the Salem Greyhounds, 22-14.
We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we're going to come back with a special guest, and then we'll get you set after that for some second half action, recap the scoring and the stats in the first half. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions back in.
Hi, my name is Ellie Taylor, and I'm here with senior volleyball player and your 2024 homecoming queen, Carly Wheelis. So, Carly, how long have you been playing volleyball?
I started playing volleyball in 7th grade, so about 6 years.
All right. So, what made you want to play volleyball?
To be honest, I didn't really know what volleyball was before we started, but everybody else was wanting to play, so I just wanted to play with everybody else.
So, what would you say is your favorite volleyball memory out of these 6 years you've been playing?
I would say every time that we went to Branson during the summer is my favorite.
It seems to be a reoccurring favorite memory for you volleyball players. What is the toughest thing about playing volleyball? What are some challenges that you have and you've overcame through the sport?
Volleyball is definitely a mental game because you mess one thing up and you get in your head a lot about it, but it's hard to not get in your head.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you love about game day?
The energy about it during game day it makes it really fun.
Okay. Speaking of energy, who is your hype man for volleyball?
I would say Posey Farron is my hype man because we play the same position. So every time I do something good, she always celebrates really loudly for me.
Okay, so you wear number 22. Is that number special to you? Have you always worn 22? What about that number, is the reason you chose it?
Yeah, so I've worn 22 my whole life, pretty much. My mom, when she played basketball in high school, that was her number, so it's just become a family member.
Oh, that's sweet. What's your favorite part about practice every day?
My favorite part about practice is when everybody's acting crazy, because it makes me want to be there, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah, you volleyball players like to dance during practice, that's for sure. Okay, so since you are a senior and your career is coming to an end, what are you going to miss most about volleyball?
Probably just the friendships that I've made in volleyball, because some of the girls during volleyball, I don't see them ever except for volleyball.
What would you say to upcoming 7th graders who are about to begin their volleyball career?
I'd say make sure you love the sport before you want to keep doing it, and definitely practice a lot and make sure that you love it before you continue.
All right, thank you so much. That was Senior Spotlight with Carly.
Booth, buying or selling your home has never been easier. Contact our friends at Alathus Realty today. It is halftime here at Sorrell Stadium, Limley Field, as the Red Devils trail the Salem Greyhounds 22-14. Homecoming night, a lot of alumni in town for homecoming, and I am pleased to be joined by an alumnus of Atkins High School here now. Our special guest for this interview at halftime is the mayor of Atkins, Rowdy Sweet. Rowdy, good to have you. Thanks for stopping by and taking a few minutes to talk with us.
Good to be here. I appreciate the invite.
Yeah. Well, Rowdy, you are as I said, a graduate of Atkins High School, and you know, I'm just reporting the news. I don't make it. I don't make it up. But you graduated in what many say is the best class that ever walked the halls at Atkins High School.
I believe so. I think you're right on that. I think that's fact, historical fact. On
yeah, not fake news at all.
No.
You moved away after high school and went into the military and lived away for a while, and you came back to Atkins when you started raising your family. What made you come back?
Well, I joined. I was in the Navy 7 years. Did 3 tours of the Persian Gulf. Lived up in Washington State on Whidbey Island. That's where I met my wife. And when we met, I told her from the get-go that I wanted to come back to Atkins. I traveled the world, and I knew that there'd come a time where this is where I wanted to raise my family, a small town. You know, a lot of people don't ever leave here or leave the small town, and they just don't realize, I think, how important it is.
Yeah, talk about that, because you've lived everywhere. I mean, you've lived in big cities in the United States. You've lived abroad, and when you served in the military. So what is it about Atkins that makes it such a special place?
Well, slow pace for one thing. You know, I've been to Hong Kong, Singapore, and other third world countries, and we just don't know how blessed we are. And wanted to raise my kids a slower pace, a safer place, and you know, that's a very important thing to me.
Yeah. You've been in public service your whole life. You were in the military. You've been in law enforcement. What made you decide to run for mayor of Atkins?
Well, I started in law enforcement when I got back, and I've been in law enforcement about close to 30 years. And when I became jail administrator, when Sheriff Jones ran, we would go to the sheriff's conferences and things, and got me a little more interested in politics, which Atkins, I mean, I don't feel like a politician. I'm just a kid that grew up here that cares about his community. And as my kids went to school, I just got more involved and wanted to do all I could. So I thought, well, I'll just try this out and run for mayor. And, you know, I can only do what the council and us can do together, and I enjoy it. We always wish there was more we could do, but you can only do what the money's there for. So.
Right. So speaking of that, what are some highlights from your time as mayor so far?
You know, I've learned more about water and sewer than I ever thought I'd known in my life. For one thing,
that's a highlight, is it?
It is, yeah. It's all about infrastructure, the main, you know. But what I enjoy the most is talking to the people and fixing problems that I can fix, and you know, everybody's got something they need help on or something, and I love helping people, and of course that's why I've been in law enforcement for 30 years. But you know, we've been lucky. We got a bond issue done, and we were able to obtain a grant for the park down here, the splash pad and park by the Matthews Center, which that grant allowed us to be able to put new lights at the baseball field. That was exciting. You know, those are things that people can actually see.
Right.
Water and sewer is boring. It's in the ground. You don't know it until it don't work in your house, and then you want to know about it.
Yeah.
But also the pool. The pool, I think me and you went to that pool when we were little, so it's been there a long time, and it was finally renovated about 2 years ago. It stays busy out there. People love it, and so that was exciting also.
Yeah. What are some things you're looking forward to in the remainder of your term as mayor?
Well, just the same things. You know, we've been trying to get tennis courts. It's just too expensive right now.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff the firemen need, so you got to pick the things where the money goes. That you got to protect the people first.
Right.
So we'd like to get some the tennis courts refurbished, but it's almost $500,000 to do so. So that's something we'd like to do down the road, and you know, just the one thing that we've been trying to do with the PBA, I'm part of the PBA also, is get more people involved. You know, it's a different, when me and you were little, it seems there were more volunteers out there.
Yeah.
We need younger generation to get out there and volunteer to help the community on different events. So I think Pickle Fest has been great, which that's not the city's necessarily, the city employees don't do it, or the PBA does, but you know, we always need more employees to do that, and just get more of the community involved in that. I know everybody's busy nowadays, but it's always a good thing if everybody can get involved.
If people wanted to get involved, what would be an easy way to do that?
The best way, you know, if you look on Facebook and see when the PBA meets, it's usually I always get it messed up. Our city council meetings are the second Tuesday of every month, and they've been that way for probably 50 years.
Yeah.
PBA meets, I believe, every Thursday, the first or second Thursday, but they always post it on Facebook. You just go to one of those meetings, and if you can't make the meetings, just talk to somebody that may be involved, or call City Hall and leave a number, and I'll call you back. But we just need people sometimes just to take the trash out at Pickle Fest.
Yeah.
Just walk around and help people. You know, we have volunteers, but we're always need more, because a lot of our volunteers have got on up in age, that they've served the community for 30, 40 years, and they just can't walk around down there all day.
Yeah,
they want to, but they just can't do it.
Right.
You know?
It's time for somebody else to step up and
Yes, sir.
fill their shoes.
Right.
And there is a lot to do at Pickle Fest. Set up, setting up the night before, day before, and then cleaning up afterward, and just being a presence there. It's easy for people to sit back and complain about things on Facebook, but
right.
Much better use of Facebook would be to go and connect with People for Better Atkins, PBA, and find out when the meetings are and get involved in that. Let's switch gears just a little bit here, Mr. Mayor. What are your thoughts on the game so far, first half?
I was worried at first, but they got everything smoothed out and started coming back.
Yeah.
So it's just there's a lot of kids you don't know now that your kids are out of school.
Yeah.
I know you have kids in school, but mine's graduated and moved on. My son's he's in Mildenhall, about an hour from London, in the Air Force. And there's a lot of kids I don't know, but it's just exciting. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah, this is, the last few years have been a little bit difficult with numbers in terms of the roster being down, and the success of the program has not been really what we're accustomed to here in Atkins. But Coach Austin Dobbs has done a good job of building the roster up and got some talent, the young team, but they're kind of coming into their own. And you mentioned had a little bit of a slow start, got a good first drive, got on the board quickly, but then that Salem defense clamped down, and Red Devil offense finally able to get some footing and get a score on the board, but then just couldn't keep Salem out of the end zone there before half, and they take a 22-14 lead. Anything you want to add
on the game?
Mr. Mayor? On the game, on your role as mayor?
No, I enjoy it. I'm here to serve the people and help when I can. And if anybody ever has any questions, you can call City Hall, leave your number, and I'll always call people back. I'm not there every day. It's considered a part-time job. There's not a day goes by that I'm not dealing with something, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the work. I enjoy trying to solve problems, and just call and ask questions if you got a question. Don't ever assume that something's the way it is, because I'll answer your question and tell you why we can or can't do something.
Right.
Communication's key in the whole thing.
It is, and don't make an assumption.
Exactly.
Just
exactly.
ask a question. And
yeah, everybody, myself, the city council, they're just people volunteering to help. Is what they are.
Yeah.
And we try to do everything we can.
Yeah, try to do our best for our community and the city and the people, the citizens of Atkins, and we appreciate the work you're doing. Thanks for stopping by and giving us a few minutes of your time. Our guest again has been the mayor of Atkins, Rowdy Sweet, an Atkins graduate, an alumni of the school here on homecoming weekend, and we appreciate him taking the time to visit with us for just a few minutes. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and give you some first half stats. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here. It is still halftime here at the home of the Red Devils. Atkins trails 22-14. Says we got about 5 minutes left here at halftime. Scott, let's go over some of those stats that we have from the first half.
Our first half stats brought to you by Atkins First Baptist Church. Jaden Martin got the scoring started with a 29-yard rushing touchdown for the Red Devils. Kenny Rivas converted on the PAT to make it 7-0. Salem answered back with a 68-yard touchdown run to make it 7-6, and they got a 3-yard pass on the 2-point conversion to make it 8-7. Salem took the lead. They were able to score again and made it 14-7, converted the 2-point conversion to make it 16-7. That closed out the scoring in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Jaden Martin found the end zone again on a 14-yard run to make it 16-13, and Kenny Rivas had the extra point to make it 16-14. Right before halftime, Salem able to convert a 26-yard pass to push the score to 22-14. The 2-point conversion was no good, and that's where we stand at halftime. Salem with a 22-14 lead. Go over some of the stats for the first half. Salem had 199 yards rushing on 27 carries. Only 3 passing completions, but those completions went for 112 yards. So a team that only averages about 72 yards passing per game, able to get 112 in the first half. The Red Devils able to pick up 151 yards on the ground on 17 carries and 38 yards through the air. And get you some of the individual statistics. Let's see, for the Red Devils, the leading rusher is Jaden Martin, who has 91 yards on 9 carries and 2 touchdowns. Cole Crawford has 5 carries for 42 yards. Mason Martin been held in check thus far, 3 carries, 18 yards. Love to see him get going in the second half. Cole completed 3 out of 4 passes for 38 yards in the first half, and as we mentioned, the Salem quarterback only completed 3 passes out of 7 attempts, but those passes were big ones, 112 yards for Jackson Taylor passing the ball there. So those are some of your first half stats brought to you again by First Baptist Church of Atkins. Zach, what do you make of this first half so far, and what are you looking for in the second half?
Offensively from the Red Devils, we've seen them shifting Cole away from the line of scrimmage quite a bit. They've been going with, I'll call it the Wild Devil formation. It's kind of been a double-edged sword for us tonight. We saw Jaden get the big touchdown run out of that Wild Devil formation, but other times they've been good to read that play for us. I kind of look in the second half to see Atkins just go back to pound the rock. You know, like you said, Mason Martin hadn't really got him going yet. Only 3 carries so far, stopped for 18 yards. That's just at 6 yards a carry, which is not a bad clip at all. You get 6 yards every time you touch the ball. You're going to pick up yards, get you a touchdown eventually. But
that is well below his average.
You're exactly right. At the same time, Mason Martin running the ball above his average tonight. 9 carries, 90 are right at 100 yards.
Yeah.
Having a good night running the ball. I just look to see Atkins kind of ground and pound this thing. Maybe you got some receivers back there. If we pound the rock, man, let's try to get some open receivers, like you mentioned with Salem too. Man, they've done a tremendous job of run, pass. And when they do pass, it's not much, but man, it's effective.
Yeah.
And they have gashed Atkins for huge plays tonight on that in the secondary. Number 22 is a problem. Their 6'6" receiver's a problem for us. Man, their quarterback's just fast. He's just fast. There's so much trickery at the line of scrimmage. I'm looking for Coach Dobbs to make some adjustments here at halftime, defensively and offensively. Come out and try to pull this one off on homecoming night.
Yeah, still a lot of time left, and not an insurmountable lead at all here for Salem. So the Red Devils right in it. Just a 1-score game at this point. 22-14 is the Salem lead, and defense just going to have to play discipline in the second half. You mentioned there's a lot of movement, a lot of motion in that backfield. They have 3 backs in the formation, and the quarterback's back there, and sometimes he rides that fake to the very last second. And so just going to have to be really disciplined, are the Red Devils, on defense to try to stay in this one, and then the offense has to move the ball and get some points on the board in the second half. Both teams coming out onto the field to start their warm-ups for the second half. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and get you set for the second half kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are nearing kickoff for the third quarter here. A minute 17 on the clock for halftime. The Red Devils are out stretching. Salem looks to be headed out onto the field. Coach Dobbs has already had his meeting with the officials at midfield. Not sure what encouragement he gave them, but I'm sure it was blessed, and the fellowship was wonderful. Cole Crawford and Ethan Limboom on the sideline trading 40 and 45-yard bombs with each other, maybe looking to see Cole Crawford come out in this second half and air the ball out some. It's good to see John Davis in the first half. He mentioned earlier today that some of his play would be limited because of injuries, but it was good to see him in there making some big hits, especially in the second quarter of that first half.
Yeah, and you got to be, you put yourself in the opposing team's position, and you got John Davis laying licks like he was in the first half, and you got to be thinking, man, what could he do if he was completely healthy? I mean, he was laying the lumber, and he's nursing a rib that they thought was broken earlier this week, and not dealing with maybe as much pain as he was earlier, but still, that's if you've ever had a rib injury, that's a painful thing, and everything you do just exacerbates that, and he's out here knocking people's heads off.
No, you're exactly right. We saw the Red Devils take the sideline on the live stream. They are getting ready to go out there for the kickoff. Number 31, Blake Mitchell, having a quick meeting there with his coach, getting ready to head out there.
Defensive coordinator Jeff Harrelson, he was talking to Blake there.
Coach Snow has got the special teams ready to go.
Kenny Rivas going to kick it off for the Red Devils.
Back to receive the kick. We've got three different Greyhounds back there. Number 6, Ethan Birmingham, is the man on the right side. On the left is number 2, Dawson Jennings. And the man in the middle, can you see that number, Scott?
Number 7, Caden Hollis.
That is the trio of men back to receive the kick for Salem to start this second half. Cool camera angle right there on the live stream. Kenny Rivas getting ready to kick the ball. He sets away. The kick is up, and it looks like it's going to be fielded by number 7. We have some trickery right there. Red Devils have it. He's going to get around to about the 31-yard line. Thought they had him squeezed in tight there, but he's going to break away. He's going to set up to the 32-yard line. That's going to be where Salem starts their drive here to begin the second half.
They did have good coverage down there. Again, Salem with some handoffs on the kick return, and a couple of Red Devils down there with a chance to make a tackle, but just not able to wrap up. Salem going to set up at the 32 as they start their opening drive of the second half.
Red Devils, 4-man front, 6 men in the box. Number 23, Dakota Ham, kind of spying over here. It's going to be handoff right up the gut. Dakota Ham's going to be the man to beat. He's going to be brought down by a host of Red Devils.
It's number 3, Leisenring, on the carry. He's going to be very near first down yardage. They're going to mark him just about a half-yard short, so it's going to be second and short for Salem.
Look to see them go right up the gut with this and their power formation there. Full house. Handoff is going to be around to the left side. Number 6 has the ball. Lucas Sims is the man on the chase. He is going to get brought down around the 35-yard line. Tremendous pickup for Salem. They have got the ball moving in their favor.
Yeah, just able to pick up yards and chunks here to start the second half, and they're sitting at the Red Devil 35 now with 11-12 left in the third quarter.
When it's second and short, the playbook is wide open for you. One thing to note, Scott, I just noticed Mason Martin down here on the sideline limping. Red Devils are going to get almost had a stop in the backfield here. The pile is going to push forward for a gain of about 1.5 yards for Salem. Several Red Devils on the stop there against number 6, Ethan Birmingham.
Dakota Ham and John Davis the bottom of the pile for the Red Devils on defense. It is going to be 2nd and 9 for Salem. Ball just inside the 35-yard line, 34.
Still in the full house formation is Salem. Quarterback's going to hand it off right up the gut to the power back. He's going to get brought down hard. It's going to be real close to a first down.
Number 32, Skylar Payne on the carry.
Skylar Payne, the big fullback, at 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Tate Sweden coming up to make the stop from middle linebacker position.
Referees have marked it 3rd and short for the Greyhounds. Red Devil defense is loading the box here, looking to make a stop here on 3rd down. And it's going to be a handoff right up the gut. He is met immediately, but it is probably...
And they're pushing the
they're
pile.
pushing
He's going to have enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's plenty for the first down. Looks like Salem's got some power in the legs. We've got a Red Devil who's down on the play.
And that is John Davis.
That is number...
Nope, sorry, that's number...
No, that is number 40,
yeah,
John
number 40,
Davis.
John Davis.
And that is, we've mentioned it on the broadcast already, the young man nursing an injury tonight, fighting through that to be on the field, and he is going to come off. He's going to come off to the sidelines here. Red Devil defense getting backed in, not quite to their red zone. Salem comes out, 2 men in the backfield, 2 spread out wide to the left. Quarterback is going to be hand off, this time to number 18. He's got some room. Good blocking there by Salem. That's going to be plenty for a first down. They're going to get the ball right down to the Atkins 10-yard line.
Kenny Rivas on the tackle. Did you mention it, Zach? Some great blocking out there on the left side by Salem. They were able to clear a path for number 18, Aiden Province.
Red Devil defense going to have to hulk up here. Going to have to act like somebody hit their mama with a 2x4, try to get a stop on this drive. Red Devils trail 14-22, 8:50 left here in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a handoff, and he is going to slip down, but he is going to gain about 5 yards. Actually about 4 yards there. That'll bring up 2nd and goal for the Greyhounds.
It was Province again on the carry for Salem. That time he's lined up more as a traditional tailback in kind of an offset I formation, and again he's working that left side and able to pick up about 12 on his previous carry. That time just able to get 3.
Number 56, Sawyer Bartlett, coming on to the play to replace Solomon Lytle for the Red Devils. Salem back in the T formation. It's going to be handoff right up the gut. He's got the room, and that is going to be another touchdown for the Greyhounds, bringing it 28-14. Salem has doubled the score on Atkins.
That's number 32, Skylar Payne with the carry. 2nd and goal from the 7. He's able to take it just off the left side and get it into the end zone there for the score.
And just some basic power running here for Salem, and it has been very effective to start this second half. Atkins defense does not have an answer for it. It's going to be another handoff. Nope, it's going to be a pass, and it is going to be caught. Wide open receiver over there. Kind of a slow, delayed setup on the play, but nonetheless, Salem brings the score up 30-14. Atkins is trailing here at homecoming.
We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with the kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here in the 3rd quarter, 7 minutes, 54 seconds left here. The Red Devils just gave up a score. It is now 30-14 here at homecoming in Atkins. Scott, what do you look to see from the offense coming out? We got to answer.
Yeah, offense got to put some points on the board here. Need to answer with a touchdown and keep this thing close. And hope that the defense can find an answer for that Salem run game, which has been very effective tonight.
Number 29, Mason Martin, the lone man back to receive for Atkins. It's going to be a longest kick we've seen tonight. Mason takes it about the 27. He makes a couple of jukes, but there's not much room for him to go. He's going to have the ball at the 30. Referee's going to spot it at the 32-yard line. 33, 32, yep, 32-yard line. That's going to be where the Red Devils set up 1st and 10.
Salem, their first drive of the second half. They chewed up 4 minutes and some change on the clock and put 8 points up on the board, covering 65 yards. Let's see if the Red Devil offense can answer.
It's going to be a handoff for the Red Devils. Mason Martin has it. He's got room on the right side. Take it. Run with it, young man. Tremendous run there for Mason Martin. You mentioned it at halftime, Scott. We've got to get the electric young back running the ball, and here we are, third quarter, and here he goes.
Yeah, his first carry, he gained way more yards on that one carry than he had the whole first half, and it's just his 4th carry of the night. It's good to see him with a big gainer there. Gets all the way down to the 23-yard line. He was pushed out of bounds there by Cole Steeman for the Greyhounds.
Red Devils have a man in motion across the left side. Crawford takes a snap. It's a handoff to Jaden Martin. He's going to fight forward for about 3 yards. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 7 for the Red Devils.
Jaden Martin met right up the middle there by Skylar Payne for the Greyhounds, making the tackle, but I promise Skylar Payne felt that one. Jaden just put his head down and went right up the gut. Able to bowl Payne over for a couple of yards there.
Empty backfield for the Red Devils. 4 spread out to the left. Low snap. Cole takes it himself. He's going to run forward. It's not going to be enough for a first down, but he is going to get about 3, bringing up 3rd and 4, for the Red Devils. Inside the red zone now. Blake Mitchell, number 31, coming onto the field to replace number 10, Cole Crawford.
Yeah, Cole kind of came up gimpy on that one. He had a little bit of traffic right there at the line of scrimmage, able to kind of hurdle over some guys and pick up a few yards on that second down play to make it 3rd and manageable, but he comes off. Jaden Martin in at quarterback.
Jaden Martin in the Wild Devil formation. He's going to be stopped in the backfield, nowhere to go. Salem defense did a great job reading that play and just snuffing it out from the very beginning, Scott.
Yeah, that's number 32, Payne. You said it. He just saw that one coming all the way and able to wrap Martin up in the backfield and drag him down for about a yard loss.
It's going to bring up 4th and 6, 4th and 7 for the Red Devils. Not what Atkins needs here. We need some momentum. Offense is going to stay out on the field here.
Cole Crawford back in at quarterback.
Looks to his left. He's got a man. He's open. That's Mason Martin, and that's a touchdown. Red Devils. Mason Martin, the receiver in the end zone, wide open. Huge pass from Cole Crawford. Red Devils getting some steam moving.
Yeah, great play call there on 4th and 6, and you got Salem, who's bringing the house on the pressure, trying to get to quarterback Cole Crawford, and he finds Mason Martin in the left part of the end zone out there wide open. It's one of those where you just don't want to overthrow the ball, but you also don't want to underthrow it. And it kind of took a little time. Mason able to just camp out under it and bring it in for the touchdown. That brings our score to 30-20. And the offense staying out there to try to convert.
Tanner Hegeman was the lone man out to the left side, was hoping they would keep him there.
And Hegeman got an early start.
Speaking of Hegeman, got a false start there. That's going to back the Red Devils up 5 yards. Atkins does get some points on the board here. Salem still leads 30-20. Not sure what Atkins is going to do here, if they're going to continue to go for 2 or maybe send Kenny out there for a kick.
Kenny is on the sideline, so it looks like they're going to stick with the offense.
They're going to go for 2 here. It doesn't really do them a whole lot of good to go for 1.
Yeah.
Be only a 9-point. If they made it, just 9 points. But Red Devils out in spread formation. Cole takes a snap, looks to his right. He's got a lot of pressure in his face. He uncorks it. He's got a receiver. but that ball
It's incomplete.
is going to be incomplete. That's going to be an unconverted 2-point conversion. Score's going to stay 30-20. Red Devils trail the Greyhounds. 5 minutes, 54 seconds left here in the third quarter.
We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with a kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here on this beautiful Friday night. The Red Devils are trying to make a comeback here. 5:54 left in the third quarter. Red Devils trail 20-30. What do you think the Red Devil defense needs to do to make a stop here, Scott?
But you got to get the ball back to your offense. Offense able to move the ball down the field and put a score on the board there. But now you got to keep Salem out of the end zone and keep this thing as close as possible and give your offense a chance to get back in it.
Red Devil defense has struggled to stop this very powerful run game. The kick is up, and it is a short one. Red Devils try to get an onside kick, and they are saying that they have the ball. The Red Devils do, and they do. That's what we need. Like you said, Scott, got to get the ball in the hands of the offense. Great job by the special teams coach, Kelsey Snow, drawing that one up.
Yeah, Kenny Rivas with a perfect onside kick, and then the Red Devils just flying down there, knocking the ball loose. Looked like number 12, Jackson Taylor, had a chance to recover that for Salem, but he got hit immediately, and the ball came loose, and Red Devils able to fall on it with great field position at the Salem 45 to start this drive.
Red Devil offense out here. Cole Crawford going to try to take this one down the field. 3 men out wide, 2 backs. It's going to be handoff to Mason Martin. He's going to try to make something out of nothing, but they are wrapping him up at the line of scrimmage. Great pressure by the Salem defense.
Yeah, number 1, Gatlin Branscombe, and number 50, Keegan Sanderson, coming up to stop Mason Martin in the backfield. So it's going to be a 1-yard loss, make it 2nd and 11 for the Red Devils.
Crawford takes a snap, looks to his right. He's got a receiver. Davin Bowden has the catch. He's got some yards. He's going to pick up about 7 yards, and that's going to bring him down. It should be 3rd and 4 for the Red Devils here.
Number 3, Caleb Leisering on the stop for Salem, but as you said, Davin able to pick up about 7 on that play, make it 3rd and 4.
Red Devils have 4 men spread out to the left, 1 out to the right. Davin Bowden, the lone man on the right side. No, I'm not sure. Cole, didn't look like Cole's sure of the play yet.
Play clock down to 5.
Cole takes a snap. He's going to take it himself. He's got the first down and just a little bit more. Good looking alive there for our quarterback, Cole Crawford. To bring up 1st and 10 for the Red Devils, down around the 30, where are they going to place it? 33-yard line. And Cole's going to come off here. His helmet, looks like his helmet may have gotten knocked off.
Yeah, he put his head down and ran over Dawson Jennings, number 2 for Salem. He's kind of playing that safety position, and he came up and Cole ran him over to pick up the first down.
Wild Devil formation. Jaden Martin's got some room. He's fighting forward. And that is a big first down for the Red Devils. Jaden Martin is a man on a mission, y'all. He ain't going to be stopped tonight.
Jaden getting inside the 20. We're going to mark him out of bounds at about the 17. Red Devil offense quickly up over the ball. They bring number 60, Dayton Rawlings, in. He's going to be kind of that up back, that H-back position.
Actually, Dayton was coming off the field, and then Coach Dobbs sent him right back onto the field.
Yeah.
Still in the Wild Devil formation. Jaden Martin keeps it again. He's going to be met in the backfield. They snuffed it out. Short loss. Looks like he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but not the result they wanted. Should be about 2nd and 11 for the Red Devils.
Number 11, Dylan Gaskins, coming up to make the tackle there. They are going to say he lost a yard on that one, so it's going to be 2nd and 11.
Cole Crawford back in at QB for the Red Devils. Looks like he's going to be in a pistol formation. Mason Martin behind him. Toll takes a snap. He's got instant pressure. Receiver has the catch. That's Davin Bowden. He's got the room, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Set up a little screenplay there, and knew Salem was going to be bringing pressure, and they just kind of let them bring it. And Cole able to float it out there to Davin Bowden, who made a cut, got upfield, and gets into the end zone. There was a Salem player who came up a little gimpy on that last play. He able to make it off the field before they stopped play, and Kenny Rivas is out for the extra point.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. Kenny Rivas, another good field goal tonight, bringing the score 30-27. Atkins on the comeback. 3:27 left here in the third quarter.
We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with more Red Devil football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions right after this.
And we are back here, 3:27 left in the third quarter. The Red Devils mounting a comeback. 2 unanswered touchdowns on the board here in this third quarter. Kenny Rivas is going to be the man out to kick it off. Defense has got to make a stop here, Scott. Offense has done their job. Defense is going to have to make some stops here.
Yeah, offense has closed the gap. Now the Red Devil defense is going to have to stiffen up here and try to get the ball back to that red-hot offense.
Look for Coach Harrelson to draw something up here. Superstar linebacker John Davis has been a little injured. We got some shuffling going on here, and it's going to be another onside kick, but it is going to be caught by number 18 right at the 50-yard line. Number 18, Aiden Province, is the man that catches it.
And Province is saying he called for fair catch and got hit there. He's looking for a flag. Not going to get it. He did not signal for a fair catch.
I didn't see a fair catch. That kind of.
The officials are coming together now.
We're having a powwow at midfield. Not sure what's going to happen here. I didn't personally see a fair catch.
And now they're going to throw a flag.
Oh my goodness, that's a 45-second late flag, y'all.
Yeah.
Coach Dobbs, Coach Harrelson right there on the sideline. That's a pretty petty call there, fellas.
Yeah, and that's going to give Salem excellent field position. They're going to have the ball at the Red Devil 35 after the mark off of that penalty.
Red Devil faithful are letting the referees have it here tonight with cause. Ball's going to be on the 35, giving Salem amazing field position. It's going to be a hand. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's headed around to the left side. He's got some room. He's going to be forced out of bounds. Way downfield. Actually, referee is going to field it back. What yard line is that? That's going to be
about the 17.
Yeah, he's going to be inside the red zone.
Kenny Rivas came up, had a chance to get him at the line of scrimmage, just not able to make the tackle, and then Lucas Sims ran him out of bounds, but not until he had picked up a first down. They're going to mark it at the 18, 1st and 10 for Salem. They're inside the Red Devil 20.
John Davis back into play for the Red Devils. Defense look to make stop here. Have a man coming around the right side. It's going to be a handoff right up the gut. He's met immediately by the Red Devil front 7. He's going to be brought down after about a gain of a yard or two.
Give us to number 32, Skylar Payne. Red Devil defense ready for that one. Stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress to the 17. You're going to say he picked up a yard, make it 2nd and 9. 2:50 left in the third quarter. Red Devils have closed the gap. to make it a 3-point deficit. It's 30-27, Salem with the lead.
It's going to be a handoff right up the middle.
It's Payne again on the carry for
It's going to be close.
Salem.
It's going to be real close to a first down. Looks like the ref is going to spot it just a little bit short.
Yeah, they're going to mark him at the 10. Needed the 9 for a first down, so it's going to be 3rd and very short for Salem.
Red Devils need a stop here. Camden Newby, the big man in the middle, looking to make a stop in the gut here. Salem in the power formation. It's going to be a handoff. Actually, quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's got room. He's going to be hit, but he has got the first down. He's going to make it down, picking up some pretty good yards. Looks to be down around the 4-yard line.
Lucas Sims coming up to make the tackle. Jackson Taylor on the keeper for Salem. He does get the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal, ball at the 4-yard line.
Red Devil defense looking to make a stop. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going to waltz in untouched. Touchdown. Salem Greyhounds bringing the score 36-27 with 1:30 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Salem got the benefit of that personal foul call on the attempted onside kick and started with a short field and able to cash in the drive there.
We have an injury on the field here. Coach Harrelson is headed out there to check and see who exactly it is.
That is Kenny Rivas.
Oh no, that is the young man has been an instant kick so far this season. Not who the Red Devils. You don't want to see any players get hurt, but certainly not Kenny Rivas. The coaching staff is headed out there to help the young man off the field.
He is limping. Looks like he's favoring that left leg, which is his kicking leg.
Not sure. Didn't see. We're a little far away from the action to see what happened over there, but may have been rolled up on. Red Devil defense going to have to stop this 2-point conversion that Salem has been going for all night. They're in the power formation again. One receiver out wide to the left. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. And he is going
short.
Man, he got gobbed up hard there.
56 Sawyer Bartlett making a good stop there on defense to keep it at a 9-point margin. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with the kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now, and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, an on-site health clinic, annual bonus program, and more. Check out lexicon-inc.com.
And we are back here. If you were on the live stream, you never quite left us. You got to hear that conversation. Got to hear may have gotten to hear some personal thoughts there from myself and my broadcast partner here in the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. Just to remind folks in the live stream, we are the home team. We're commentators that do certainly have a bias. But Red Devils are out here to return this kick. Mason Martin is the lone man back to receive it. Looking for another short, squibbish kick that they've been kicking all night. Actually, this one's going to be the longest kick yet. Mason's taking it around the 21. He's trying to make some moves. There's not much there. And he's going to get the ball up to around the 30-yard line. And that'll be where the Atkins offense is going to set up shop. And they've been able to, Atkins offense has been able to make some stuff happen so far, Scott, in this second half.
Yeah, they have number 18, Aiden Province, able to make the stop there on special teams. And number 22, Cole Steeman, their big receiver, was a little slow to get up. And I'm not sure he really knows fully where he is at this moment. He's still out there on the field, but he laid face down on the turf for a while.
He does. He looks a smidge wobbly. Atkins offense, Cole Cole goes out to the right side in the Wild Devil formation. Jaden's going to take it himself. He's got some room. He's pushing it. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds right at the 47-yard line. Big pickup for Jaden Martin on first down.
And we've seen that play work out of that formation. They motion Cole out of the backfield, out of the traditional quarterback spot, move Jaden over kind of that wildcat look, and he takes the snap and then goes at that time off the left side and had some room to run. Now the offense brings Dayton Rawlings back out to that H-back, that up-back position, kind of the sniffer is what they call it.
They're going to stay in the Wild Devil formation. Jaden Martin is the man in the backfield. 3 men out wide. Jaden takes the snap. He looks to his left. He's going to pass this thing. He uncorks it.
Short pass.
It is short. It's going to be intercepted by number 7. Caden Hollis is going to be the man with the interception. Tanner Hageman was the intended receiver, but there was the ball was just underthrown into double coverage.
Yeah, just kind of hung up. Jaden got a little too much air under that one, and Caden Hollis able to camp out underneath it and bring it down at the 5-yard line. So Salem going to have to go 95 yards if they want to score again. Red Devil defense going to have to stand up and keep them out of the end zone now.
Red Devil defense is going to really need a turnover at this point. Keep the offense on the field. I got a feeling Salem's going to try to play a brand of football here that's called, we're going to run the ball and you're going to like it.
Yeah, probably going to run it until we prove we can stop them, and Jaden Martin does a good job of it right there.
He does.
Quarterback kept it off the left side, and Jaden pursuing from the backside brings him down for a loss. He's going to be at about the 2-yard line.
I think the ref's going to give him a yard.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress to the 3.
It's going to be 2nd and 12 there for the Greyhounds. Good stop by the defense. I'd take a safety at this point. That'd be great.
That would work.
I wouldn't be mad about it. Red
Clock
Devil
at 35 seconds. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground, and they're pushing him back. Come on, give him. The ref's going to give him forward progress.
No, we got the.
What are they?
Red Devil players are saying we've got the ball in the end zone, and
oh my goodness. What is?
Lucas Sims came up with it in the end zone, but they're going to say that Salem was down at the 2-yard line.
Man, what is going on here with the officiating guys?
Now we got the officials coming together. It is the end of the 3rd quarter, and they're going to discuss this one.
Yeah, they're going to have to come to a discussion on this one.
We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back with 4th quarter action. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here at the beginning of the 4th quarter. A little bit of chaos there to end the 3rd quarter. Red Devils were saying they had recovered a fumble in the end zone. The referees completely ignored those claims and brought the ball out to about the 2-yard line, and that's going to be where they set up shop. 3rd and 13. Salem leads Atkins 36-27. Quarterback takes a snap. He looks. It's going to be a throw. It is underthrown again.
Salem coaches looking for a flag over there. They're not going to get it.
They've gotten that flag quite a bit tonight. think they've had their fair share. That's going to bring up 4th and 13. Red Devil defense, really this is the first time we've seen them come up with a big stop. They had some momentum, boy. If they would have picked up that fumble, that could have been some tremendous momentum for the Red Devils. But nonetheless, 4th and 13, Salem looks to punt.
You should get the ball in good field position here.
I look for Atkins to bring some stank on this punt. And they are. The ball's going to roll. It's going to come to a stop right at the 30. They're going to field it at the 38-yard line. Tremendous field position here for Atkins to start the drive.
Yeah, pretty good punt there. The Salem punter was standing right in the back of his own end zone, able to get it out, and didn't have a lot of room, but took a decent little roll there, and Red Devil's still going to come away with good field position. We're going to mark it at the 38, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Atkins.
Cole Crawford has an empty backfield, 5 men out wide. He takes a snap, looks to his right side. He's going to uncork it. Mason Martin is there. It's complete. They're going to be down inside the 5-yard line. Huge pickup on 1st down for the Red Devil offense.
That was a tremendous pass by Cole Crawford. Just defender was in good position there on Mason Martin. He had one in front of him and one behind him, kind of bracket coverage, and Cole just dropped it right in the basket.
Yeah, he did. Great pass there to get him inside the 5-yard line. Cole in the backfield. It's going to be a direct take. Quarterback sneak. He's fighting up the middle. Looks like he's going to be just a little bit short here.
Cole's getting a push on the backside there from Lucas Shannon. They're going to say he's just short of the goal line. Ball sitting right at the 1-yard line. We've got a Salem player who is down. While they tend to him, we're going to take a 30-second break. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions. Back after this.
And invite you to get out and be a part of the games this football season. Located at 408 North Church Street, it's Atkins Physical Therapy. Atkins Physical Therapy. Come in as a patient, leave as a friend.
Red Devils getting ready to set up for this 2nd and 1 play down at the goal line. Jaden Martin in the Wild Devil formation. Camden Newby, the big hoss, has come in to play here. Jaden takes a snap, looks to his left. He's going to prance right in there. Big old touchdown for the Red Devils, answering back to Salem's score.
And he walked in right behind Camden Newby. They did bring Camden in as kind of that sniffer back position, and he was a lead blocker there for Jaden Martin, and puts it into the end zone. Close the gap here. That makes it 36-33, and Kenny Rivas is back on the field. Good to see him back in the game. He kind of limped off earlier. Glad that wasn't a more serious injury for him. He's on to attempt the extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good. Kenny Rivas, steady as she goes tonight. Another good extra point. That's going to bring the score 36-34. Red Devils trail Salem by 2 points with 10:55 left here in the game.
We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with the kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM.
And we are back here, folks. 10:55 left here in the game. Atkins trails Salem 34-36. Scott, we got a barn burner here, a slobber knocker, if you will.
Yeah, kind of a high-scoring affair, though. You know, you got both these teams coming in, as we mentioned, red hot in their last two, just blowing their opponents out. And tonight it's a back-and-forth game. Red Devils able to answer there, get back on the board, close the gap to 2. Kenny Rivas set to kick it back off to Salem.
Kenny with the hand up, ready to kick. And he is going to boot it straight line downfield. It's going to be fielded at about the 3-yard line. He's got a little bit of room to come back. That's a block in the back, but it doesn't matter. John Davis coming up with a huge tackle to drop him inside the 20-yard line. Refs did not get the block in the back penalty, but man, John don't care. John's going after the man like a lion on a wildebeest. He's going after him.
He is a heat-seeking missile when it comes to finding the football, and he shows up, and he brings the pain when he brings the tackle there.
John don't know nothing about a broke rib. He's in there. He's in there for blood tonight, trying to get a win on this wonderful homecoming night here in Atkins, Arkansas. Salem offense is going to come out here on the 20-yard line in the power formation. 2 wide receivers out wide on either side. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going to be hit. He's going to fall forward for what looks like about 4 or 5 yards.
And there's a helmet that went flying. That was number 50 for Salem, Keegan Sanderson, who lost his helmet. He's going to have to come off for a play. Seth Davis comes off for the Red Devils. Cam Newby back into the middle of that Red Devil defensive line.
Red Devil defense going to have to turn it up here and make a big stop. 10:30 left on the game. Need to get the offense back out there, and I know Salem's probably going to just try to eat this clock alive. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's got some room. He's making some moves. He's going to be brought down around the 33-yard line.
Number 20, Whitehurn coming up from the safety spot to make that tackle. But it is a first down for Salem.
Moving the chains is the Salem Greyhounds. 10-12 left here in the game. Atkins trails 34-36. Camden Newby, the big hoss, in the middle of that defensive front, looking to make a big stop here tonight.
Camden down there along with Dayton Rawlings and Solomon Lytle, Jaden Martin.
It's going to be a handoff. He's met immediately by the Atkins front 7, but he is going to fight forward. Scott, the defense is doing a good job of meeting him at the line, but they are fighting forward to get these even just 2-3 yards. It's chipping away.
Yeah, that was number 3, Caleb Leisnering. That time, as you said, just able to inch forward there. Picked up about 3, so it's going to make it 2nd and 7. And Salem content to work that play clock down as much as possible and just keep this drive moving, try to keep the ball out of the Red Devils' hands on offense.
Salem with 2 men in the backfield. It's quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's got a man behind him, and he is going to get brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The first man on the play was number 22, Austin Martin Trussell, AMT, getting after the quarterback there.
Yeah, again, we've seen that before. We saw Jaden Martin with good pursuit from the backside when Salem was pinned down here on the other end earlier, and that time Austin Martin Trussell did the same thing, coming from the right outside linebacker position and pursuing all the way across the formation and able to bring down Jackson Taylor for a very minimal gain. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Big play coming up here for the Red Devil defense.
It's going to be a delay. The quarterback's going to keep it himself. AMT is already there. Huge sack on the play for the Red Devils. AMT, Austin Martin Trussell, stopping the defense. Huge in the backfield.
And AMT is down on the field. It's a huge loss for Salem.
Atkins coach is jogging onto the field to go check on Austin. Looks like it may be a cramp.
Yeah, he's kind of in that cramp position now. So we're going to take a 30-second break while they tend to Austin Martin Trussell, and we'll come back with more Red Devil football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. It is 4th and 15. Salem has the ball. Huge sack on the play by AMT. Austin Martin Trussell. Salem most likely going to punt this thing away.
They are back in punt formation. Tanner Hegeman, the deep man for the Red Devils. Good to see AMT come off the field under his own power there. We think he was dealing with a cramp.
The punt is away. It's a pretty good punt. It's going to land. It's going to take a really good Salem roll, come dead right around the 35-yard line, and that's going to be where the Red Devils set up shop. 8 minutes, 7 seconds left here. Atkins trails by 2 points. Offense is going to have to get cooking here.
Yeah, and that defense coming off with some spring in their step and trying to fire up the Red Devil offense as they take the field for this possession. Going to have to go 65 yards to get into the end zone and take the lead. Red Devils trailing by 2, so a field goal would give them the lead at this point, but they'd rather have 6.
Absolutely. Crawford takes a snap, hands it off immediately to Jaden Martin. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to fall for a loss on the play.
Number 50, Keegan Sanderson, there on the stop for Salem, and that is a loss of about 2.
Jaden had nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go.
He was met as soon as he took the handoff. Salem is stacking the box. They've got 7 men up within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Mason Martin is rolling in motion to the left side. He's over there.
That is got to be interference.
That's got to be pass interference,
He
Ray.
got tackled.
Oh my goodness, he's getting tackled as the ball is being thrown to him. Ref, my goodness.
That was number 50. Sanderson was just draped all over Jaden Martin's back.
I don't know if we have I don't know if an optometrist is one of the sponsors for Red Devil football, but we certainly need one tonight. My goodness.
Yeah, that was just a missed call right there.
Ball was thrown to the receiver, and he had a guy just hanging off of him. No call on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the 3rd and 13 for the Red Devils here. Cole takes a snap, rolls to his right side. He's got a receiver. It's going to be caught by Davin Bowden. There is a flag on the play. It's enough for a first down, but we'll see what this flag is.
Bowden shoved out of bounds right at midfield. There is a flag. Laying back at the 42.
They're going to say it's a holding call against the defense. That penalty is going to be declined. Red Devils will have it 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line.
It's a good job there by Cole Crawford, sprinting out to his right, finding Davin Bowden in the open spot there. Davin able to secure the catch and pick up a few yards after and gets the ball up to midfield. The Red Devil drive continues with 7:18 left on the clock.
Mason Martin, the running back in the backfield. 3 men out wide. Salem loading the box. It's going to be handoff to Mason Martin. He's got some room. He's fighting forward, and he's going to make about 6 yards on the play. Should bring up 2nd and 4 for the Red Devils.
Mason was hit hard there by number 3, Caleb Leisenring, and still able to spin and pick up another yard after contact. Give him 6 on that carry, make it 2nd and 4.
Crawford takes a snap. It's another handoff to Mason Martin. He's got some room. He's got the first down. He is going to fall forward to around the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils.
Salem made contact there at the 40, which is right about the line to gain for the first down, and Mason able to drag a few defenders an extra 5 yards to get the ball down to the 35, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. 6:33 left on the clock. Clock is rolling here in the fourth quarter. Salem with a 2-point lead, 36-34. Red Devils on the move.
Crawford with Jaden Martin in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Jaden. Jaden is met immediately. He's going to fight. He's going to fight forward. Looks for about 3 yards on the play. That should bring up about 2nd and 7 for the Red Devil offense.
Jaden tried the right side of that Red Devil offense and didn't find any room there. Bounced it to the left, pick up a couple. They're going to say it's 2nd and 8.
Red Devils 4 receivers out wide, 3 to the left. Davin Bowden, the lone receiver on the right side. Crawford, no running back in the backfield. Crawford takes a snap. It's a direct go. He's going to fight forward to about the 30-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 for the Red Devils. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.
And Jaden Martin is moving gingerly in the backfield there. He was, I kind of had my eye on him after that last carry. He was moving kind of slow that time. As soon as the play was over, he dropped down in a crouch position, and he's still moving slowly.
Red Devil offense takes the snap. It is caught. Tanner Hageman has the ball, and it's going to be enough for a Red Devil touchdown here on homecoming. Atkins takes the lead.
Zach, that was a fantastic route that Tanner Hageman just ran. He started down the left side and looked like he was just going to run a go route, and he put the brakes on and broke out to the side, and his man hit the deck. I mean, he lost his footing. He absolutely made a move that took his guy right off his feet, and he was wide open and able to take it in for the touchdown.
Kenny Rivas, the man in to kick. Try to put this game up. Looking to put the Red Devils up by 5.
Red Devils going to call a timeout here.
This would be a good time for the Red Devils to go for 2. It doesn't do any good to be up by 5, but it could benefit them to be up by 6.
Yeah, because if Salem comes back and scores and you're able to keep them out of the end zone on a 2-point conversion, and you've got a tie game. So a lot for the Red Devils to discuss and consider here. They're going to talk about it. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, and we'll come back and see what they decide. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here, 5:08 left in the game. Atkins takes the timeout. Looks like they're going to be getting ready to come out here to go for 2. And like we mentioned during the break, Scott, it doesn't really do Atkins any good to kick the extra point, put them up 5. You go for 2. If you make it, you're up 6. And that if Salem does score, that ties the game. Salem hasn't kicked an extra point all game. They just go for 2. Cole Crawford's going to scramble. He's got no room. He's going to be brought down for a sack, and that is going to be an unconverted 2-point try. Nonetheless, 5:08 left here in the game. Red Devils lead for the first time tonight, 40-36 against the Salem Greyhounds.
Yeah, and that's, just what you were looking for with the offense. Move the ball down the field and put the points on the board. Now, the Red Devil defense stood up last time and got the ball back for the offense. Going to have to do it again, because if Salem scores here, they take at least a 2-point lead, and possibly they convert a 2-point conversion, make it a 4-point lead, and so a field goal wouldn't even tie it. So you got to keep them out of the end zone here and get the ball back for your offense.
Yeah, I don't think this is one of those times where we should expect the onside special that Mr. Rivas made earlier in the game. I'm expecting Kenny to boot this thing down the field, put a little stank on it, and try to give Salem as long a field as possible. 5 minutes and 8 seconds is a long time in football world, folks.
Yeah, and we've seen Salem move the ball pretty much the length of the field with a 4 or 5 minute drive already in this game. So a lot riding on the Red Devil defense here in these last 5 minutes.
Kenny, the power lefty kicker, set to boot it off. The kick is up, and it's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line. Some more trickery back there. He is going to be brought down right at the 22-yard line. Atkins Red Devils not fooled by the special teams trickery that Salem tried to pull. Now they have 78 yards to go with 5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, that was number 6, Ethan Birmingham, who ended up with the ball, and we've seen Salem do that all night long. The guy who fields the kick hands it off to somebody else, and he has his back to the special teams unit, the Red Devil kick coverage unit, and they fake and then hand off to somebody, and so far the Red Devils have covered that well. Did a really good job that time, keeping Salem inside the 25. They're going to set up at the 22 for this drive. 5 minutes exactly left on the fourth quarter clock.
It's going to be a sweep, and he's brought down immediately. Red Devils not fooled at all by that, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
They're going to give him a yard.
Ah.
Very, very generous.
So giving. So giving. Not to us.
That was that was number 32, Payne, on the carry. It was just a quick toss to him, and he tried the right side, but there was nothing doing. Dayton Rawlings and Jaden Martin coming up to make the tackle.
Quarterback takes a snap. It's going to be another. Actually, quarterback keeps it. He's got a receiver over there, and he is going to make the completion down around the 35. Referee's going to say the 34-yard line, and that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Salem.
That was number 6, Birmingham, coming down with a catch, and that was a catch in traffic.
Yeah, it was.
It was a well-thrown ball, and Birmingham able to come up with it, convert for Salem.
4:13 left here in the game. Clock continues to tick. Salem's got just over 60 yards to go. Quarterback has a man in motion. He's going to fake a handoff, but we've got a.
They're going to say Solomon Lytle jumped off sides, and he was reacting to the quick, kind of last-second motion there by the man who was lined up in front of him, and he was set to go in motion across the formation, but made a really quick movement, and that drew Solomon Lytle offside. So it's going to move Salem up past the 40. They're at their own 41 with 1st and 5.
4:03 left here in the game. Atkins leads Salem 40-36. Quarterback, it's a low snap, and he's brought back behind the line. Blake Mitchell back there, number 31, holding on to it. AMT also coming in on the play with a big hit.
It was actually a direct snap to number 32, Payne, and it was a low snap. I haven't seen them run that play until just now, but it didn't get him anywhere.
Actually dropped him about, it says it's going to be a loss of 2.
Yeah.
3:35 left on the clock. 2nd and 7. Salem's got about 61 yards to go if they want to try to get the lead again.
Salem taking the play clock down under 10, now down to 5.
It's going to be a quarterback going to have it. He's looking to pass. He's got nobody. He's got a man in the middle. It's bobbled. Are they going to say he caught it?
They're going to say he came down with it.
Refs are saying that he's going to come down with the catch right at the 49-yard line. Not in Atkins territory yet. 1st and 10, 3:12 left on the clock. Atkins leads 40-36. Clock is now rolling.
The ball was bobbled there by Caden Hollis. He's able to bring it in just before he hit the ground.
Quarterback's looking to his left side. That ball is going to be brought in at the 44-yard line. Another completion for Salem. Not a first down, though, so clock's going to continue to tick. 2:53 left here in the game.
Hollis again on the reception for Salem.
Tate Sweden, number 2, coming into the game for number 31, Blake Mitchell. 2:39 left in the game. Quarterback keeps it himself. He's going to the right side. It's going to be pitched back to number 3, but he's met immediately right at the line of scrimmage. He fights forward, though.
They're going to say they're going to blow that dead right at the
line of scrimmage.
So no gain on the play.
Huge stop.
Dakota Ham came up to make the stop.
Man, that's going to tick some time away there for the Red Devils. 2:13 left in the game. 40-36. Atkins leads Salem.
Salem looking at a 3rd and 3 here. Ball at the Red Devil 44.
Power formation. Quarterback keeps it himself. He has enough for the first down, but he's going to pay for it with a big shot there from the Red Devil defense. But that first down is going to stop the clock. 1:54 left here in the game. They've got about 39 yards to go.
Yeah, able to get it just inside the Red Devil 40. They'll reset the chains.
Clock is ticking. Minute 48 left in the game. Salem comes back into the power formation. Quarterback takes a snap. Man keeps to the left. We have a flag on the play. He's going to be brought down about a yard ahead of the line of scrimmage, but there is a flag.
It's number 56, Sawyer Bartlett, along with number 8, Jaden Martin. Number 5, Kenny Rivas making the tackle. Let's see what the flag is.
Right where it is, right at the line, you would anticipate a holding.
It's going to be a chop block. Yeah, personal foul, chop block. So it's going to back
15 yards.
It's going to back Salem up 15 yards.
Yep, that's a 15-yard penalty against Salem. That'll back them back across, should back them back across midfield.
Yeah, and that flag came out immediately as soon as the ball was snapped.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. That's going to put them back at the 46-yard line of their own territory. A minute 36. Major setback here for the Salem offense. It's 1st and 25. Atkins leads 40-36. 1:36 left in the game. This is a slobber knocker, folks.
Yeah, Red Devil defense needs to be alert for the pass here.
Home crowd coming alive here at homecoming. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's looking to pass. He's got a ton of pressure holding there. Not going to be called. We've got a lot of stuff happening on the line of scrimmage. A lot of chaos, Scott.
Jaden Martin was just drugged down, just tackled in the backfield, and
you got 2 refs
no
over
flag.
there. What is going on over there? They owe him dinner in a movie. My goodness.
It got physical.
Physical. Man.
The result of the play is an incompletion, so brings up 2nd and 25.
Minute 21 left on the clock here. Atkins leads 40-36. We got a fun one, folks. Quarterback takes a snap. He is going to be dropped immediately at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, Red Devil defense. We got a minute and 7 seconds left. Clock is steadily ticking. Salem's going to take a timeout here with a minute 4 left.
Austin Martin Trussell came over with a huge stop there for the Red Devil defense, and it's 3rd and 25. Salem calls a timeout to talk about it. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, and we'll come back with the last 1 minute, 4 seconds. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
Discounts and savings on a great
And we are back here, folks, on the live stream. You get the awesome shot of the huddle going on. Coach Austin Dobbs and Coach Harrelson in there hyping this defense up. It is 3rd and 25, a minute 4 left. Got to make a huge stop here, trying to come away with the win on homecoming. Atkins leads 40-36.
Yeah,
Whole crowd is riled up, Scott.
Crowd's coming alive, and they gave the first 400 through the gates tonight. Red rally towels, we're seeing those flying around.
Quarterback takes a snap, looks to his right side. He had tons of pressure. He's going to be brought down immediately. Guess who? We've been saying his number quite a bit tonight.
Dakota Ham,
Dakota Ham
23.
Has been coming up big. We've talked about John Davis and the injury not being able to be around as much. Dakota Ham has been one of those guys on the edges that has been shutting this down tonight.
So this is your ball game right here, 4th and 25. Ball sitting at the Salem 46-yard line. So if Salem wants to stay in this, they've got to get to the Red Devil 29.
This is it, folks. This is the ball game
and
right here.
Salem's going to take another timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
Deliver a job done right.
And we are back here. This is the ball game, Scott. This is the ball game. 58 seconds left on the clock. It's 4th and 25. Salem is going to have to make it down to the 29-yard line of Atkins if they want to keep this drive alive. But if Atkins gets this ball back, couple knees, and it is over here.
Yeah, if you get the ball back here, if you stop them on 4th and 25, your offense gets the ball, and you get to run the best play in the playbook. That is the victory play.
That's it. Here we go, Scott. Empty backfield for Salem. Man in motion across the right side. Quarterback takes the snap. He is just going to air this thing. It's short. It is going to be deflected. Number 5, Kenny Rivas, the man with the deflection. Atkins is going to sure it up with a huge win at homecoming.
Kenny Rivas in great position. Had excellent coverage on that play. Able to swat it down. And the Red Devil offense is going to take over in Salem territory. Ball sitting at the Salem 46, 53 seconds left on the 4th quarter clock.
Man.
Coach Dobbs talking to his offense, and I'm sure he's telling them just take care of the ball. Just take a couple of knees and let's go home. With a big win. That's what the Red Devils are looking for here.
Man, what a turn of events for the Red Devils. At one point, we're down by a tremendous amount, and they make the comeback. Defense comes up big when it counts here tonight. The offense showed up big when it counts tonight. Red Devils up 40-36.
Yeah, down 2 scores at one point and able to come back. And now we're in the victory formation. Cole Crawford going to take a knee.
And the clock is just going to tick away here, folks.
Salem is going to take their final timeout.
Celebration happening across the home stands here at Atkins Homecoming. As you mentioned, Scott, so many came home tonight to be a part of the festivities. This is the best Atkins football team we've had in quite some time. Coach Austin Dobbs and the rest of the coaching staff they've done a tremendous job to turn this around. And after this game tonight, Atkins is going to move to 5-1, but more importantly, 3-0 conference.
And this is a signature win for Coach Dobbs.
Yes.
This is a good Salem football team, number 7 team in 3A that you're taking on here tonight. Atkins came in ranked number 20 in 3A, so this is a bit of an upset. But this team, we've seen it all season long. They've just been getting better and better. Cole going to take another knee.
There's going to be the knee.
And Salem is out of timeouts. They cannot stop the clock again. They will have to run one more play. There's about a 2-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. So
Cole's hurting his running yards here, but I think he'll take that as a consolation for a game.
Salem jumped offside, so.
Well, they weren't quite ready for this one to be over yet.
That's going to move the ball back up to midfield.
One of our school board members let us know to catch him outside. How about that? There's excitement all across the stadium tonight, Scott.
Cole Crawford takes another knee, and that's going to do it.
That is going to be the ball game. The Red Devils come away with the tremendous win tonight, beating a dang good Salem football team. 40-36 is your final score. Red Devils over the Salem Greyhounds.
The teams meet up at midfield to shake hands, and the coaching staff, Red Devil coaching staff, congratulating each other. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and wrap this thing up. Red Devils with a huge win, 40-36. This is Red Devil football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here for the post-game review. Atkins wins a thriller here at homecoming, 40-36 over the Salem Greyhounds. Good football team coming in from Salem here tonight, but man, signature win for Coach Austin Dobbs tonight.
Yeah, huge win, and we were talking about it during the break there. This really puts the Red Devils in great position in the conference. They go to 3-0. Salem falls to 2-1 in the conference, and these two teams really were trying to fight for that kind of that catbird seed in the conference, and just looking ahead, you know, you don't want to take anything for granted, but this probably is going to be the biggest test that the Red Devils face in conference play. Mayflower is a pretty good team, so still got them on the schedule coming up, but just a huge win for the Red Devils tonight on homecoming, and that's sort of a double-edged sword. You know, you got all the pageantry, the pomp, and all of that with homecoming, and it kind of fires you up a little bit. It excites the guys a little bit, but two, it just throws your schedule off. You know, nothing's normal on a homecoming day, and there's some pressure that goes along with all the alumnus coming in, and so you never know how that's going to work. The Red Devils looked a little shaky there at first, able to turn it on, especially in the second half, and come away with a big victory here tonight. This is the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Contact our friends at Alathus Realty today. We've got some final statistics for you, brought to you by Union Grove Free Will Baptist Church. It was 22-14. Salem Greyhounds led at halftime, and they came out in the third quarter and immediately took the ball down the field, punched in a two-point conversion to make it 30-14. And after that, they didn't do much. They only picked up one touchdown and did not convert on the two-point conversion after that. So give the Red Devil defense a lot of credit. They played much better in the second half. Mason Martin answered that touchdown by Salem in the third quarter there with one of his own, a 20-yard pass from Cole Crawford, and the conversion by Kenny Rivas on that one made it, actually, no, there was no conversion, failed on that one, so it made it 30-20, and then Davin Bowden answered right after that. We had a recovery of an onside kick, and he took an 18-yard pass from Cole Crawford. There was a PAT on that one from Kenny Rivas to make it 30-27. Salem got their only touchdown of the second half at the end of the third quarter, and the two-point conversion was no good. That made the score 36-27. In the fourth quarter, it was Jaden Martin on a one-yard touchdown run, and that made the score 36-33. Kenny Rivas converted the PAT to make it 36-34, and then to kind of round out the scoring, Tanner Hegman took a 30-yard pass from Cole Crawford to put us at our final margin of 40-36. Our stats for the night, the Salem Greyhounds chewed up some yardage on the ground. They were able to get 339 yards on 51 carries. They had 134 yards receiving on the night, and the Red Devils got 265 on the ground, 163 through the air. Cole Crawford was 9 for 10 tonight with 163 yards passing, 3 passing touchdowns. Jaden Martin, the leading rusher for the Red Devils, with 126 on 17 carries. He had 3 rushing touchdowns. Mason Martin had 79 yards on 7 carries. Cole Crawford kept the ball 9 times for 60 yards. On defense, Lucas Sims had 7.5 tackles tonight. Played a really good game. Austin Martin Trussell had 7 tackles, including a sack. So as we said in the second half, a really good defensive effort from the Red Devils, and they're able to come out with a 40-36 victory. We're joined now in the Red Devil post game by Principal Chris Taylor. Mr. Taylor, what do you think about this one?
Oh, what a game. What a game. We knew it was going to be a battle, and they came out and we were able to jump ahead early, but then they looked like they were just kind of going to impose their will on us and just run it down our throat. But, every time that we got down a couple touchdowns, our kids responded. This bunch has got a lot of fight in them, and that's what I love to see.
Yeah, they never quit tonight. It had down 2 scores at one point, and that last touchdown that Salem had before the half, that could have been a backbreaker. It would be real easy for a team to go in at halftime and just say, well, we've seen this before, and give up. But the Red Devils did not do that. Came out in the second half and played a much better game defensively and able to secure the win there.
Oh, absolutely. And not only that, they got the ball in to start the second half, drove down the field and scored
Yeah.
and went up 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, our backs were against the wall, but we responded. Every time that we got in that situation, we responded again. And, again, my hat's off to all the coaching staff. They did a great job of keeping those guys in the game and just making them believe that they could win.
Yeah, and making adjustments at halftime. As we said, the defense played much better in the second half, holding Salem to just that one second half touchdown, and the Red Devils offense really got going in the second half and able to come away with a 4-point victory. Huge to start the conference 3-0.
Oh, 3-0, yeah. But, you talked about before the game, the winner of this game is going to be in the driver's seat, and we are. I mean, I know we've got a lot of football left to play, and we're not crowning ourselves conference champions by any stretch of the imagination. But, I know Mayflower is playing well right now, and you got Melbourne out there sitting with a couple wins in the conference. But it's great to be in this position. We'd much rather be in this position than 2-1. I'll tell you that right there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's going to do it for us tonight. We appreciate you joining us. For my broadcast partner, Zach Phillips, I'm Scott Warren, saying good night.